Welcome, friends and fans of fisticuffs and finishes. It's the ESFL. You found the right place this Sunday. We got week 5, Xbox coming on up. I'm Boiler here with a couple of my good friends, Satchmo and Zayev. How you guys doing today?
Hey man, I'm ready to interview some fights, watch some fights, and have a great time.
I'm so ready, man. It's gonna be a great day.
Absolutely. Every day that the ESFL Live is a great day. I'll tell you what. Now, super quick, we're going to look at today's matchups. Of course, we're to the team format this season. Satchmo, what catches your eye real early on?
I mean, of course, my team, man. DB taking on EK. That's a great matchup. We do obviously, EK Hammer left that camp, joined DB, and this is gonna be his first week competing for us. So it should be exciting to see that matchup take place. If Hammer can get his revenge on his old squad.
Nice. Zayef, what hits you as soon as you look at this whole matchups for today?
Oh man, those two middle camps, Vex, B3, I think that's gonna be a fantastic matchup. You got two camps known for their striking, and then they're gonna clash head on. And then BFAP versus LW. My own camp, BFAP represent, but we got a tough matchup. The Dark Horses LW. I think that's gonna be great as well.
All right. Like to hear it. Like to hear it. All right. Well, let's go back, rewind a week. Obviously, we're live here each and every Sunday. We want to look at last week's PlayStation matchups and lineups. We have first up Toon Squad getting a big win against Showtime Killers. Hey, Showtime Satch, what do you know about this one?
Well, the biggest thing that comes out to me is the way that Prox handled his defeat last week. As we know, coming into the season, the narrative was that Prox is a fantastic striker, one of the most elite strikers in the game, but he can't wrestle. And in week 1, they exposed that fact. But you know what? What great fighters do when they hit the canvas, they get back up, and that's exactly what Prox did. They came out, got a win for his team. Now his team is able to win 2-1, and Toon Squad they might start turning on turning on the afterburners here, and we'll see if they can make a little playoff push.
Nice, nice. Well, we saw a sweep in the next one.
Mhm.
EK 3-0'd your opponent. Killers in action. Satch, what you know about this one?
Well, going into the season, we were all talking about how fantastic this EK squad really is, and the PlayStation side specifically. I mean, they were just front loaded with talent. Dabikin and Gamp fighting on the same team, and they got so many killers on the back lines that aren't even out there participating yet. So, I mean, the sweep here against KIA. No offense to that squad, but they don't have the talent to stack up with EK. Man, you can get lucky here and there, but to be able to string together 2 wins in a row against players like that is just not realistic for you. So I mean, EK looks fantastic, and they're the front runners to win the everything.
All right. Heard it here. Zayev, the Kings went 2-0 with their victory last week against B3. What did you see in that matchup?
Man, this one was an upset. You saw Three Piece and B3 Word Life both get uh both take losses, and that was very, very impressive to me. TK looked absolutely fantastic against very, very tough competition. Cryptic and Kai both put on fantastic performances. TK really surprised me, and I can't wait to see what they do next.
Oh man, that when it came down to Kai and he got that dub, I was not expecting that. Kai definitely showed that he's still got a place in this community. No joke. Good stuff by him. Great fights. Go ahead, bring us home. We had Dark versus No Mercy. A little bit of I don't know how to even explain the first matchup. I'll just throw it to you, Zayev.
Man, what happened to Swiss Levax? That was absolutely incredible. Did you guys see that? No Mercy Harry putting on an absolutely dominant clinic against the bulldozer, against the man everybody's afraid of. And then Papa Doc and Proxer had an absolutely fantastic fight. Proxer almost beat him. Proxer almost took down Papa Doc, and NM almost took the dub, but in the end, Dart got it. Papa Doc pulled it back, and Goat 1099 brought it home to the finish line. Absolutely fantastic fight between those two. NM, there's somebody to watch out for.
For sure. Remind me of like a relay race where it's just had a horrible start, but you give it to Goat, give him that last baton run. He's just running through, gets that dub. Great win, brings it back for him. All right, let's go to the standings for the PlayStation. The Kings and Dark on top, 2-0. We also have Showtime Killers and KIA 0-2 with a mess of folks at 1-1 in between. Satch, you already said, I believe EK is your favorite. Here on the PlayStation side, you got a second favorite, or who else you think they may find end up matching up against in the finals?
Listen. Like I said, EK, they haven't been putting out the best lineup. When they put out their best lineup, I think they're the most dominant team. But I can't overlook Dark. They have killers. Champions all on that squad, up and down the roster. Romero, all these kids. Obviously, if Zayev was still on that team, I couldn't imagine what they'd be doing. But sadly, he had to go take himself to a brighter future. And but regardless, Dark is still definitely a great squad. And if EK doesn't win it, they're next in line.
Laugh, I figured you're going to say Dark. Do you think EK is the other on the top, or you got maybe someone else?
Yeah, but I can't ignore the performance that TK just put on. We all thought B3 over on the PlayStation side, they were going to be the most dominant. They had 3-piece, they had Word Life. These are some fantastic players, and TK would really be my dark horse. But at the end of the day, I gotta go with the Dark. They have so many good players. They just recruited GOAT, the last PlayStation champion, so you gotta go with the dominant streaking.
Absolutely. And Romero hasn't even fought yet. We'll see if they pull him out of the bag for the playoffs. Who knows? All right. Well, it's Xbox today, so let's move on to the Xbox. Actually, you know what? Before we do that, I got a question for you guys. I've been wrangling in the back a lot. I've been talking with these guys, doing the coin flips, doing the weight class and fighter picks and all that stuff. And multiple times I've had folks come to me and also talk in the Discord. Hey, I want to know who we're fighting against, or I'm not sure if I like this new way of setting up kind of blind submitting your lineups just so everyone's on the same page. People don't know who their matchups are till 2 hours before showtime. So Satch, we'll start with you. What kind of strategy, going into week 5 now, what kind of strategy and changes have you noticed, has your team noticed with regard to not knowing who your matchups are, and also this no mirror match aspect of this season?
Yeah, no, so I can't really speak on it I'm not a camp leader, but as a fighter at least, my first week, after we played the B3 camp, and I was like, oh, I get to fight Bang Bang, it's gonna be great. And then turns out he's not even like on the Xbox side. So I walked out there against Big E, who's apparently I was 0-4, maybe one. I think it was 0-4 or 1-4 before we walked in that octagon. And I really wasn't familiar with what was gonna happen, how to change my game plan on the fly. So things like that, you have to be able to adjust, be more amiable, I think is the word. Just being able to react to what's being thrown at you. And then even week 2, I know BFAP has all these great strikers. They got Zayev, they got Trixie, and I'm preparing all week. All right, so I'm gonna do. I got to pressure them. And it turns out I go out there and fight Dave. So just completely different matchup, and you have to be prepared for anything at the end of the day.
Yeah, Zayev, what's it like to not know who you're going to fight for a couple hours? Does it throw you off, or do you think maybe it gives you an advantage personally because you can adapt?
Look,
What do you think?
When it comes to this new format, what's really happening is there are mind games being played all week. As soon as the format, or as soon as the matchups come out, right? You get all these people. They're thinking, okay, well, they're gonna send in this guy, so we're gonna send in that guy. So, but what if they think we're gonna send in this guy, so we should really send in that guy? And the mind games being played are absolutely fantastic. And what I think we're seeing is people are sending in the players that they think are the best for every scenario. And that's what I love to see, right? Players getting better for everything. And I also think that it's making these teams a little more nervous to send out who they might consider their weaker players, because what if this weaker player gets matched up against their strongest player? Can we afford to take a loss here? How are we going to make sure we get a win there? I really love it. It feels really analytical and mathematical in a way that we haven't seen in previous ESFL seasons, and I'm loving it.
Good stuff. Good stuff. We're getting some good reviews. I can understand how the fighters put a little more tension on them, a little uncertainty, but maybe that makes for a better show. I don't know. We'll keep this rolling this season and see how it goes. But without further ado, let's go to the Xbox standings. Let's take a look at where we're standing for today's card. We have FSD and EK on top. Actually, as you notice here, Xbox is a little more bifurcated with 3 2-0 teams, but 3 0-2 teams, with still a couple guys in the middle. I guess I'm gonna start with you, Zayev. At 1-1, BFAP, obviously still early, still got a lot of fights left, but what if you do end up losing and go 1-2? How do you rally the troops? And if you were, let's just say, on an 0-2 team, what can you do to try to pull yourself up by your bootstraps?
Well, look, at the end of the day, this format is all about doing better than the other teams, right? So if you realize that and you realize, wait, every week, that's a new opportunity. That's a new time that this team might start losing fights. That's a new time that, other people might start having issues. You have to understand that every week is a new one and go into that week with a completely cleared mindset. And it goes the same way for the 2-0 teams. Don't get cocky just because you're on top. We got 6 weeks left. What if you take 6 losses in a row? What if the 0-2 teams get 6 wins in a row? Every single time you have to understand that it's a new week, a new clean slate. So 1 loss, 1 win this early in the season, of course it matters towards the end of the playoffs, but at the end of the day, every week is a new one, and people have to understand that and be prepared for any situation.
Love it. Great stuff there. Satch, let's go. DB, you're going to be kicking off this card. What are you going to do to turn things around, man?
I mean, at the end of the day, it's all about just getting in the gym every day. Like I said, picking up a guy like Cameron. He's a great team leader. Even before he didn't fight for us in week 3, but he got me really prepared for that fight against Dave. And, even though I didn't get the win, I thought I looked good out there. I was able to do some things, implement, a little bit of my own game plan and put myself in the best chance to succeed. So I will say, I think for DB, it's just going to take a little time to develop. Obviously we don't have the star power that, FSD, we don't have Swab, Jamie, Blake, Tyler, and all these cats. But if we just, one mind wins wins the game. So if we can all just, put our heads together and, keep training, keep getting better every day, we can catch up to these guys, by tomorrow, by today, we have a lot of time left. So I'm not too concerned with the 0-2 right now.
There you go. Keep grinding. It's just like the NFL. Next man up. Don't give up. Just make those playoffs. War of attrition. So, man, I think anybody can still make those playoffs and anyone can still drop out. So this is going to be a heck of an action-packed card today. All right, folks, without further ado, we're going to step aside, hand it over to the main commentary team. But for the ESFL, I'm Boiler. Showtime. Where can folks find you? What kind of social media outlets you perusing these days?
Hey, man, I'm on Satchmo Life on YouTube. The best analyst. I drop great videos. Check it out. Satchmo Army by day, ESFL by night.
Awesome. Zayef?
Man, you guys can find me on Twitter, ZayefYT, and on YouTube, Zayef. I just dropped a new video and analyzing the UFC 4 competitive scene. So if you love the ESFL, you love the competitive scene, that's where you can find me. Come check it out.
Beautiful. Powered by Boiler's Stats. Let's go, baby. ESFL. Have a great day.
Woo!
Fast, already Pry. Oh, beautiful counter to the takedown. Thank you for joining us tonight.
A disadvantage to Zayef, but then he.
A little too much on tricks. Nice shooting, good turning.
Watching our Twitch, watching on YouTube, watching from around the world tonight. I know the UFC isn't on right now, but guess what? The virtual octagon is here.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome back to the #1 virtual fight capital in the world, the ESFL. I am your host and commentator for the day, Kingsley. Alongside me is the one, the only Brucey Rob. How you doing today, man?
I'm doing pretty good, Kingsley. Good to be here with you. It's been a year since we've done this, I guess the people in the back said. So it's a pleasure, my bro, and everybody out there, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a good show. Season 4, week 5. It's going to be a banger.
Yeah, it's been a while, but it's going to be a banger nonetheless. Take a look at this event card right here as we're in week 5 of season 4, the new. It's going to be amazing. First off, we have EK versus Diddy boxing going against Vex. versus B3 in the second matchup. And then in our second to last one, BFAT versus LW Lethal Weapons. And then the main event fight, the team matchup between KM and FS Dons, the 2-0 matchup, the battle of undefeated round. How excited are you for this event card?
I'm absolutely and utterly pumped up right now, Kingsley. Every time I come through here, it's always a good time. These boys, the Xbox guys, always bring it. They always put it all on the line. They bring the exciting, explosive, athletic thumb dexterity, and I'm ready to witness this greatness with you and the people at home.
Yeah, absolutely, a lot of greatness, but let's take a look at the greatness of the rankings so far on the Xbox side. As you see, we have 3 teams that are undefeated. We have KM, FS Dons, and EK all taking that top #1 spot. So-and-so has to go in the main event, but also we have a bunch of teams 1-1, and along with some teams trying to get their victory right here. How do you see the rankings playing out so far going to this next week? Do you think we could possibly see a new undefeated, or maybe someone getting the first victory in this new week?
Yeah, you never really know. You got the Flow State Dons undefeated, Elite Kings undefeated, Kingsman undefeated, but then you got BFAP 1-1, BBB 1-1, and then you got the guys that haven't won yet. You know, the Vex, the Lethal Weapons, the Diddy Boxing. They're very motivated. You got some of them on the card tonight, and you know, you never know. You still have time to get these results and get things popping if you're on that team. So I'm ready to see these guys bring the heat, Kingsley. Let's go.
Absolutely. It's going to be excellent. We're still in the early parts of the season, so anything could possibly happen. We're just in the early weeks, so we're going to see a lot of amazing stuff. But speaking of amazing stuff, let's not even go into other things. Let's get straight into the fights, as our first fight is ready to go in the fire selection screen, as it's going to be EK Samurai versus Chinsworth in the first battle of EK versus DB, excuse me. As we see in the heavyweight matchup, Cyril Gagne versus Tom Aspinall. That could be an interesting matchup right here, Bruce Lee Rob.
Oh yeah, most definitely. You're seeing EK Samurai here, fighting from Belgium. You know, he's comfortable everywhere. He likes to adapt to the style and the situation. He's got a lot of real life fight IQ, and Samurai is one of the hardest workers in UFC 4. They say runs an active UFC 4 Discord, and he's ready to go. And Chinsworth now locking in Tom Aspinall, kind of a newer pick here in the EA Sports UFC 4 scene, and he has a lot of good results in some smaller leagues. Let's see what he brings to the table. What do you think about this Cyril Gane pick? Looks like he's hovering over it here, Kingsley.
I really like it. It's always a chess match when we get into these fire selection screens, ever since like the early on seasons of ESFL. But now with a team aspect, there's even more of a chess match. So I like the Cyril Gane pick. I mean, you have a lot of stand-up, ground game. It could be a little bit different going against Tom Aspinall, but I think a stand-up battle would be excellent. I just don't see who else you could possibly pick. I mean, there's always a DC, there's Francis Ngannou for the heavy power, but Cyril Gane is like a jack of all trades. That's who he locks in the pick right there.
There it is. It's a real Gane. Gonna have a lot of kickboxing tools, the stand-up ability, the lethality. And here we go. This should be a good one tonight in the heavyweight division. I'm ready to go, Kingsley. Let's kick it off.
The referee getting everything all set up for both these competitors. Again, it's a best of 3 between EK and PB in the first match of our Season 4 Week 5 card. Let's get it going. As you see, Samurai in the red gloves using Gagne, and then Chinsworth for DB using Tom Aspinall in the blue gloves.
Yeah, you're already seeing Chins with that nice little slip there. Ooh. Fierce leg kick. Ooh, he's slipping hard already. Ooh, some leaning shots as well from Kingsworth.
Yeah,
Chinsworth.
Yeah, Chinsworth using some vicious boxing, getting the punch, and already a knockdown from Chinsworth, already putting on his opponent. Samurai right on the ropes right here, Rob.
Popped him like a pimple on freshman orientation.
Excellent metaphor. We're going to need more of those in this card, because like so far, Chinsworth doing so much work in the boxing. I'm surprised that we're not seeing Samurai trying to answer back. He's trying to do a little bit, trying to disrupt the block gauge a little bit. But again, this pressure is doing some wonders, but so far Chinsworth doing a nice job.
Definitely. You know, Chinsworth already recognizing that he needs to slip these shots. Got a nice rock early. Ooh, there's a leg kick. Popped him. Nice straight. These guys are going for it.
Yeah, and I'm wondering when is Chinsworth going to use that slip again, because that's been his next maneuver that he's using so far. He's getting the block cage low, but he can't get punished. I feel like a block kick or maybe a check kick will lead up to some more open opportunities, because the distance is playing very well for Chinsworth, but Samurai needs to be a little bit more aggressive if he wants to do a little bit more damage.
Yeah, definitely. That was a nice check right there by Samurai. it just seems Chinworth is ready to go at the beginning of this round. You're seeing Samurai trying to land those hooks, trying to land his shots, but the defense from Chinsworth. Oh, but there's a couple shots coming through, Kingsley.
Yeah, I feel like Chinsworth is getting too much of his rhythm, and he's not looking out to play any defense. He's looking for mostly offense as he gets a nice knee to the body, but again, he gets hit with a left hook, and those slips, those are going to prove really nicely if he used more of that defensive maneuvers.
Definitely, and both guys are trying to land leg kicks. Oh, another leaning shot, that time a jab. Obviously, Chinsworth has been putting in his due diligence in the striking realm, and Samurai really loves those hooks. Coming in with that lead left hook over and over again, trying to find his range here, Kingsley. Oh!
Yeah, trying to find his range, and right now, an uppercut could have been nasty for Aspinall, but Aspinall trying to find his way back in. Chinsworth doing a nice job trying to gain the distance, but I'm liking what Samurai's doing. He's trying to answer back from that early knockdown as he gets 1 minute left in this first round right here. Gets a nice slip, but not really able to capitalize fully. But right now, Samurai, he's taking more of the octagon. He's using those kicks a little bit more, changing up the levels, and now he's answering back.
Yeah, he's starting to find his rhythm here with like 37 seconds left. Samurai looking pretty good, landing a few good shots, and then Chinsworth just kind of hovering back there with Aspinall, trying to find his way in his defensive realm here, but oh, nice uppercut lands.
Nice uppercut lands, but with 10 seconds, anything is possible. Let's see if Samurai's trying to go for a home run hit right here. Tries to go for a front kick, not really landing his block, and that will be the end of the first round. So far, Chinsworth getting an early onset with that knockdown, but towards the end, it seemed like it kind of evened out a little bit right there, Rob.
Yeah, I would agree. Got that early knockdown. Probably see that there. No, just a vicious leg kick there by Chinsworth. Both guys landing some good leg kicks, but yeah, the knockdown obviously scored him that first round, but towards the end, Kingsley, you were seeing Samurai kind of flowing a little bit.
Yeah, and we'll have to see what can Samurai do to answer back. Can he use some more of those slips? That's a nice slip, duck around. Chinsworth needs to be careful of that, but using the nice boxing again from Aspinall as the kicks landing from Samurai, not really landing because of the block, but so far, we're just me in the middle.
Yeah, I love the way that Chinsworth kind of mixing in those leaning shots in his combinations right there. Stationary shots from Samurai. There's the grab. Samurai trying to do a little clinch action here. Oh, big elbow, sharp elbow, cracks him.
That's what he needed from the first round. He got knocked out, but now it's up to him. As you see, total strikes landed so much in favor of Aspinall. But right now, it's coming back, trying to find another rock. Oh, but a nice sidestep from Chinsworth. That will be a nice way to get back in this fight. But again, the slips are working so well for Samurai.
Ooh, Samurai obviously resetting in that between those first round and this round because he is looking very good. Landed a couple of vicious elbows. He's looking for it. He's being a little obvious now with these elbows. He's got to be careful he doesn't be predictable, but man, he is looking good and fierce coming out in this round.
Yeah, and I see what Chinsworth is doing. He's tagging the body a little bit more, but every time he gets so close, he's getting hit with an elbow or a hug, and I think that's what Samuel's looking for. As you see right there, every time he gets close, he is looking for that elbow or that uppercut to disrupt Chinsworth's ability to have his momentum. But right now, so far, Chinsworth still trying to find that distance.
Couple good shots there by Chinsworth, little success, but yeah, those elbows by Samurai are lethal. They are vicious. Oh, a big right hand pops him. He's pushing the pressure, Kingsley. He's putting him in the pressure cooker.
Still plenty of time in the second round right here to get the first victor for either EK or Diddy Boxing. But right now, Samurai using a little bit more stamina, trying to get that hook, and you can see the head help blinking for Chinsworth. Chinsworth not really getting hit with that hook right there, but Chinsworth getting very close from our locking right here, Rob. He could possibly get punished right here.
Definitely can. You know, Samurai's really putting the pedal to the metal here, really exhausting his stamina, trying to put the pressure on Chin. Chin responded pretty well, though. He got through the early storm of that round, and now you're seeing Samurai's stamina kind of depleting, and Chinsworth slipping and ripping.
Yeah, slipping and ripping indeed, and you see the front kick! Big mistake from Samurai! Get there with an uppercut! Chinsworth! Can he end the fight right here? He does! Diddy Boxing gets on the board first.
Chinsworth survives that early onslaught from Samurai, and then as soon as Samurai starts losing some of that stamina, Chinsworth comes in, starts grooving, starts popping his opponent, blood starts oozing, and the referee's like, this is my winner. Let's go, Chinsworth!
Chinsworth doing such a nice job. As soon as he saw Samurai go for that front kick, he's been blocking it all fight, able to get the punish and correctly use his inputs to get the knockdown and the KO. What an incredible maneuver. And Diddy Boxing, who is 0-2, looking for their first victory, gets on the board first, and that has to be proven like a huge boost of momentum going to these next 2 fights right here, Rob.
Yeah, you know, EK on top. I believe they're undefeated, right, Kingsley? And for Diddy Boxing to get that first win against EK Samurai, Chinsworth just got, I mean, their teammates must be in the back and Discord like, let's go!
Yeah, absolutely. And hopefully we get to see more of that as Chinsworth got them on the board, but now can they continue on the momentum as their second fight of this team matchup is going to be EK Mix-Ups going in the second fight, going against Hammer in the lightweight division. In this matchup, looking to be very nice right here. I mean, the Hammer, we know he's a proven ESFL vet, but EK Mix-Ups is proven in this team matchup, and he has a little bit of pressure on his back right here.
Yeah, you know, Hammer kind of was almost going to be a no-show tonight, so we don't know how much pressure he has right now, how much time he's had to warm up those thumbs, what's going on in his brain. But he was an Xbox champ in Season 3. He left EK in dramatic fashion a couple weeks ago. So this is a grudge match, ladies and gentlemen. EK Mix-Ups needs this win right now, or the series is over. There's a lot of pressure on this boy, but he is undefeated through the ESFL Season 3, 5-0, so Mix-Ups is a absolute gangster in EA Sports UFC 4, so this fight should be some fireworks, Kingsley. I cannot wait. And these picks, Charles Oliveira, Dustin Poirier being locked in for Mix-Ups, my goodness.
Yeah, this would be a huge for Diddy Boxing. Even though they may win the whole series, we still have to play that third fight just because of tiebreakers, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes,
but
yes.
with EK matchups versus Hammer with a Dustin Poirier pick from Mix-Up, I think he's going to mix it up a lot. But Charles Oliveira, I mean, his ground game, his wrestling, his submissions, this is going to be an all mixed martial arts battle from Charles Oliveira and Hammer. So it could be either way that we're seeing here. But Raul, I'm super excited how this is going to go down.
Me too. I can't wait. It's always good when there's some bad blood involved. And, you know, with Charles Oliveira, he does have some nice 1-2s. He's got striking. He's got the dangerous ground game if he hurts you. But Dustin Poirier also no slouch on the mat, obviously. And here we go, Yves Levine bringing him in. This should be a good one. Hammer on the left and Charles Oliveira, a.k.a. Hammer, on the right.
We love a good grudge match, and here we go. Again, Mix-Ups in the red gloves. Hammer in the blue used to Charles Oliveira. And so far, we see the distance that Hammer is playing with. Trying to go his opponent in, try to use a little bit of combinations to get the blockade. So trying to see what his opponent is going to do right now. Mix-Ups trying to block the body a little bit, trying to make sure his opponent is not going to go for the body as much, and trying to open up his head. But so far, just middle octagon, and there we go, the clinch. That's another aspect of the mixed martial arts. It's only a matter of time before we see a takedown and a nice denial.
Yeah, and Hammer's a player that loves to go to the ground. He loves to get down to those nitty-gritty situations where he really can put the pressure on you. But right now, the pressure is coming from his opponent, Mix-Ups, landing some good shots, going to the leg early.
Okay, going to the leg early is what you need to do. You need to soften the legs up so the footwork is not in play. But so far, Mix-Ups taking the octagon, gets a nice straight for his troubles, and nice able to slip out of those attacking maneuvers from Oliveira. But right now, Hammer trying to move up, but he's getting punished for those advancements. Those kicks will push up his opponent right there, Rob.
Oh, beautiful dump right there. But what a even more spectacular takedown defense, and the pressure from Hammer. He frames him down and looks like he's going to try throw some knees, but Mix-Up throwing some good defense out there.
It seems like Mix-Ups understood the assignment. Avoid the takedowns, avoid the clinches. You know that everything is going to come your way. Be ready for all the defensive maneuvers. But right now, we're seeing nice combinations. Blockades being low, but uppercut landing. Head held being very low for Hammer right there. Needs to be a little bit careful.
Yeah, he's got to be careful. Dustin Poirier's packing those power punches there, and he already landed a beautiful uppercut. That left leg on Oliveira looking like it's taking a little bit of damage, and it looks like Hammer's kind of struggling a little bit here on the stand-up.
Absolutely, and plenty of time left. 150 left in the first round as a takedown attempt.
Beautiful.
And it's finally into side control right here. And this is not where you want to be with so much time left on the clock for Mix-Ups.
Definitely not, especially Hammer on top, a seasoned veteran, a former champion. Ooh, rolls him to his back. This is where it gets a little dangerous. He go top mount, he go arm bar. He has so many options here with Charles Oliveira, and we'll see right now what happens. Ooh, good denial there by Mix-Ups.
Yeah, very good indeed. And so far, have 1 minute left. He's able to stand up. If he could do a little bit more damage in this position, as he gets again, nice slam from Charles Oliveira. But the reversal from Mix-Up, mixing up the situation as he gets it down himself. The stamina is low for Oliveira. He can do some damage right here. Posture opportunity here, Rob.
Yeah, he has no stamina. This is terrible. Big shot. Bang! Bang! Look at him. They're both completely gassed. And because Hammer tried to slam him, he used all his stamina. Oh, my goodness. But here we go. Kingsley.
Not enough time. But
Not
man,
enough time.
Very scary. If there were still moments left in that first round, we saw just a changing of the scenario. We saw Dustin Poirier able to deny that transition and then able to get that posture opportunity to do a lot of damage, which was huge. But kudos for Hammer to at least try to get a submission to say, I could get this in front of you, Rob.
Yeah, most definitely. Mix-Ups proved that he could get out from under his opponent, Hammer, and actually create an advantageous situation. And Mix-Up showing that he has a full, well-rounded game. And here we go. Both of those guys really put a lot of energy into that grappling. Round number 2, here we go.
Here we go. Again, EK Mix-Ups. He needs to win this fight to make it a 1-1 game between Diddy Boxing to keep their undefeated streak. But if Hammer wins, that's the series. But we will play a third fight between these two teams. But so far, we see it. A nice cancel right there into a straight from EK Mix-Ups. But Hammer trying to answer back.
Yeah, Hammer doing a good job. You know, Mix-Ups really needs to watch. That was dangerous. Mix-Up needs to watch out for those spinning back kicks to the body, because that's going to take away stamina, and that's been Hammer's best shot so far tonight.
Yeah, and so far there's still plenty of time in the second round right here. We see a nice little trade right there. And we see a little bit more pressure from Hammer right here. I feel like after the stand-up attacking and just denials of what Mix-Up was able to do in that first round, just be able to switch and be a little bit more aggressive right here, Rob.
Yeah, most definitely. He's trying to mix it up, make it a gritty fight here, putting on the pressure, trying to get those knees to the body. He's obviously targeting the body, and Mix-Up's really doing a good job of targeting that left leg.
Yeah, so far so good. 3 minutes left in the second round. Mix-Ups getting hit in that body again. That would change up the momentum, but the blockage is so low for Hammer. Hammer trying to keep his distance and trying to find a way. I'm surprised. I would like to see like a front kick from him, because I feel like he hasn't used that maneuver. But with kicks like that, that leaves a punishable window right there for Mix-Ups.
Yeah, you got to be careful. And another takedown attempt from Hammer. Grabs the clinch, frames him down. Looks like he's going to try to put some damage. Mix-Up says no. Oh, gets a knee out there, but a couple shots lands for Hammer, and another body kick teeps, gets some space. Let's go.
Rhythm providing very key for Hammer right there, trying to disrupt the momentum and rhythm of Mix-Ups. But Mix-Ups staying in the pocket, staying in this fight right here, and trying to answer with a straight.
Most definitely. And the straight lead hook as well. And Mix-Ups is doing a good job at just tagging Hammer in the face. And you can tell Hammer's really worried about that leg kick. He puts his block low a lot, and look at that straight over and over. And now the pressure Mix-Up has him against the cage, Kingsley.
Yeah, and you can see him just trying to open up, like Hammer, trying to use that jab and trying to open up with the block gauge right there. But again, these clinches so many times to the body with the knee. But a nice counter. Oh, takes it up. He could possibly try to get a posture opportunity, but what a vicious reversal from Hammer right there.
A mistake. Mix-Up's too close, not realizing Charles Oliveira has that sweep from the ground position. And now on top again, Hammer with 34 seconds, landing some good shots here. Ooh, but kicks him off. Good job.
Very interesting. 25 seconds in the second round right here. Mix-Ups catches the leg, tries to go for a hook right there, but able to be blocked by Hammer.
Oh!
Back elbow! Back kick as well. Hammer flipping the script. Tries to go overhand, and that will be the end to the second round with a bang right there, Rob.
Dang, Hammer solidifying himself in that second round. We got a 1-1 situation. It's all on the line. All the marbles coming in this third round. And, man, Hammer was going for it, throwing everything he had at the end of that round. That was a good one. Let's go. Round number 3, Kingsley. What are we thinking?
I was going to ask you, like, I feel like it was very even till that last moment. I was going to ask you, like, who do you even think had but, man, Hammer able to put it on Dustin Poirier and EK Mix-Ups. But now it's up to EK Mix-Ups. What can he do in this third round? Would you possibly try to go for a ground game? Would you try to catch a leg and try to go back in the clinch? Would you try to play distance? We will have to find out in this third and final round of our second matchup right here.
Ooh, checked right away from Hammer. Yeah, Mix-Up just needs to keep doing what he was doing. Go for the exactly that straight lead hook. He's obviously doing a lot of damage to the head. And look at the health on Hammer right now, Kingsley. Like, any of these shots from the power of Dustin Poirier is going to put him down. But the body shots from Hammer have been devastating this fight.
Yeah, he needs to be careful of over-pursuing. He wants to be aggressive here, but using that stamina and the fear of the clinch could be proven very deadly for Mix-Ups right here. But Mix-Ups, again, Blockades being low on his own. Finds it right for the knockdown. And smartly stands up. He knows he has an advantage in the stand-up game. That's a takedown. Lands for Hammer, and that's a huge blow to the momentum.
Oh my goodness, this is terrible for Mix-Ups. Hammer gets the deny right into full mount, top control. Goodness. Oh no, Kingsley, this is not good for EK.
Yeah, and the posture up opportunity, attacking the body, getting the landed jabs into the face, and this will do damage. Can he finally have an opportunity to do a push-off? But he needs to time it right. Hammer is going to be very apoplectic. He gets a reversal right here, has plenty of time to do some damage.
A clutch reversal. He needed that. Connects again to the leg. Teeps him to the body, backing him up. You're seeing Hammer trying to find him off with a jab, another leg kick. He's buckling, but the spinning back kick. Kingsley is keeping him from getting too clustered.
Can he time it right? Can he time it right for another takedown? And you see the nice denial into a clinch. He needs to get out of this situation. I don't think he wants to stay here very long. But man, Rob, it's getting very close. I feel like if he sees his opponent slip and he gets a nice hook again, he will get a knockdown, but he has 2 minutes to play with.
Definitely, and the stamina from Poirier going down, that spinning elbow that landed earlier. He's throwing it out there, Hammer throwing pop shots, jab straight. This fight is so close. Both guys doing so well. Valiantly, Kingsley. This is crazy.
You got to put it all on the line for your teammates to get the victory right here. Diddy Boxing looking for their first victory. EK looking to tie up the series right here. And you can see he is going for it with these kicks. Trying to... the opportunity! He misses. He's going to be on the advancing maneuver right here, Rob. But the take lands again.
Another takedown. 1 minute and 10 seconds left. Mix-Ups swoops over to half guard. But on top again... Pounding him, Hammer landing shots, rocks him.
He has 50 seconds here. He could have a chance. He's gonna stand out. This is what you need. Pedal to the metal. Stamina is both low for both competitors right here, Rob. Flying knee doesn't land.
Elbow, Mix-Ups trying to push forward, but the spinning back kick again. The strike that Hammer has been landing so successfully, but here comes Mix-Ups. Both guys want this. Both guys need it. Bang, bang! Hammer, big shots, clutch as usual. Watch out!
No! He hit the elbow. He did the wrong move. He has 8 seconds left.
Oh!
5 seconds! He needs to do something, but it will end right there. What a last-minute sequence for both of those guys. Incredible fight right there, Rob.
Oh, just insane. It seemed like Hammer had it at the end there, but then he just threw those extra punches a little bit late, and that gave Mix-Ups the opportunity to sidestep, and I believe threw the straight right down the pipe and possibly steal that round. It was so close. It was so exciting. I don't know who won, but it was great.
Let's go to Bruce Buffer for the results.
29-28.
29-28.
Unanimous decision.
EK it's the series as EK Mix-Up won that third and final round, able to get 2 knockdowns, but it was very close. Those last 10 seconds of getting knocked down might have proved the key difference of tying up the series. What an incredible fight.
Yeah, that was a very exciting bout, and yeah, that went down to the wire. Maybe that last final sequence in that third round. You see it right there. I mean, how close the stuns, the knockdowns, the significant strikes both guys brought to the table. They were very exciting, and my goodness, what a performance and what a show these guys put on. But I mean, props to these guys. Round of applause.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if this is how the Xbox card is going to be out through the whole way, I'm going to be excited. We're going to lose our freaking voices by the end of this card, but I am ready for it because, like, this next matchup, this is for all the marbles. Who is going to keep their O? Who is going to stay undefeated or get their first victory? It's all comes down to this third and final matchup between EK and DB. Tadpole going against Taz. We know that Tadpole is 0-1, but he's in the pressure situation. Conor McGregor versus Volkanovski. Rob, how are you seeing this playing out?
It's just going to be very close. They just went right for it. Didn't give me much time. But that's okay. Taz is making his ESFL debut right now, and if he could win this, that would be huge for Diddy Boxing. But EK, Tad, the veteran, flashy, technical, highlight king, lost to Hybris in week 1, but he's bringing that experience. Here we go. This is a big moment for both these teams. Let's see who gets the W.
They know pressure makes diamonds, and this is the biggest pressure point so far in the early season. As we see EK Tadpole using the Conor McGregor going against the debut of Taz for Diddy Boxing. And right now, we're seeing some nice slips, and a takedown attempt gets denied by Tadpole. Tadpole doing a nice job so far. He knows those situations are going to come fast and heavy, but those slips are doing nice right there.
Man, the takedown defense from Tadpole, though. I mean, Taz is shooting some nice shots here. And with Conor McGregor, you want to keep that distance. You know, you have a lot of range against a Volkanovski player, but we know how good Volkanovski is, Kingsley, with these recent upgrades. He's like a 5-star, 99 cardio at the yin-yang. He has the ability just to launch so many attacks so fast at you. He's a hard problem to deal with.
Yeah, absolutely. And you can see the clinches coming out fast and heavy from Taz. Taz getting the back, just working on his opponent's body. Goes into a backpack situation, and this is not where you want to be if you're Conor McGregor.
Definitely not. Early in the round, you got Volkanovski on your back. Taz just popping some shots, trying to build up that GA. Another deny. Oh my goodness. Look at Taz. Got full GA, has the options to do anything he wants, but a beautiful deny by Tadpole.
Oh my God, we're already in a chess match. We had a stand-up warfare in the second fight. Now we're in a ground chess match right here. And so far, Volkanovski doing a nice job. Gonna transition into a full mount, and this is troubling. But again, going to the half guard right here, EK Tadpole, even though he's on like the back foot so far in this ground game, doing a nice job to answer and find his way back into a better situation.
Yeah, most definitely. He's proven that he's gotten some good takedown defense, but we'll see what he has here. Taz, another good deny, though, by Tadpole. Taz having some trouble trying to get himself to a more advantageous position. He's looking for that full mount, Kingsley, but Taz is just relentless on these bottom flicks. But, ooh, here we go.
Yeah, so far so good.
Beautiful.
145 left in the first round right here. Into side control, getting another denial, and now just pumping out those elbows, trying to find a way. But again, denial after denial after denial again. And the sandwich is being used a lot in this early round right here. Not much striking, but very good transitions, and those elbows will score points and look very good to the judges.
It feels like when I'm on Tinder, constant denials, man. This is insane. And I just want to say that Taz is doing a great job on top, controlling his opponent. And, you know, you can tell that Tadpole is good from these bottom positions. He's got the jiu-jitsu. He's got the flicks. He knows what he's doing. But Taz just on top with Volkanovski, just a freaking animal, just controlling him. I mean, obviously, round 1 is going to go to Taz. Diddy Boxing in control.
Yeah, so far in control with 25 seconds left in the first round right here. It's just going back into the full mount, not able to get a posture opportunity as it goes to the half guard again, but with 10 seconds and a posture opportunity, getting hit punches and bunches right here, screaming a little bit right there, but this has to be a change of adaptability for Tadpole. He can't be in that situation again.
He cannot. He's getting mauled in there. He's not taking too much damage, but he only has a couple more rounds. A 3-round fight. Number 1 already in Taz's back pocket, so he's got to come out, keep doing what he was doing round number 1, that defense, that takedown defense, and land some big shots with Conor McGregor. He's got to do some damage.
Again, huge stakes on the line. EK trying to stay undefeated with Tadpole, trying to get the victory, while Taz is trying to get the first victory ever for Diddy Boxing in this season. And so far, Tadpole trying to land these straights, trying to land these combinations. And you know he's looking for the takedowns. He's looking for the slips to capitalize on, and he's taking more of the center octagon, trying to be more aggressive.
Yeah, looks like Tadpole's finding his rhythm a little bit, putting that pressure on, which he, needs to do, landing some shots, that uppercut hook coming out from him as well, straighten right towards the body, and obviously Taz is trying to get to that takedown, but he does not want to be predictable here. Kingsley, he's got to mix it up.
Yeah, and you can see the 20 strike difference in total strikes landed in favor of Taz right here. Doing so well in his debut, but needs to watch out for the slips. Knows that he needs to time his opportunity right for another takedown. He has plenty of time. Trying to go for that back slip, but again, a slip going wrong right there, and Tadpole can very much capitalize right here as he's going strictly boxing right here, Rob. Excuse me, sorry. I'm so confused by the boxing. It's getting me all twisted up.
No, it's all right. I understand. Yeah. Wow, Taz really, getting tagged right now. Tadpole doing a really good job throwing like single shots, going to the body, scoring. putting on that pressure. He's standing right in that phone booth against him. Ooh, beautiful slip as well. But yeah, Tadpole doing phenomenal in this second round.
Yeah, kind of feeling like a Joe Frazier, staying inside the pocket, trying to slip his way and find the mistakes and attacking the body a little bit more. And as you see, perfect timing into the takedown, and this is where Tadpole doesn't want to be. He did such a nice job being aggressive with the stand-up, but now in the same situation he was in that first round.
Yeah, and Taz really, you know, did a pretty good job as well defensively, and the stamina is sort of draining for both these guys. And Taz is going to be able to replenish better than Tadpole into that third round, and he's going to go right to that. Oh, my goodness. Sneaky. Tadpole takes the back. Good job.
Taking the back, but here comes an important decision. Will you try to stay in the situation where you go to stand up? And I guess we know the answer. As with 1:30 left, he knows the takedown is coming, gets a denial. He's going to try to stand back up again, but needs to find a way to get more damage on his opponent with so much time remaining.
Yeah, Taz is relentless right now with his pursuit to get this fight to the ground, and there it is. All his hard work paying off on the backside position. He has some options here. He's going to posture up. He's going to hop on over, and that's what he decides to do. But Tadpole recognizes this, flicks right perfectly, and now he's going to use that to switch. But no, still on top. Taz, relentless.
Yeah, relentless, and also the stamina kind of even, so he could keep on here and into a crucifix, a UFC 3 nightmare for some people, but a nice bump out, going back to the side control. But again, scary that he was able to get that crucifix situation.
Yeah, nice little play right there. Didn't do too much damage, though, because Tadpole is so good in these bottom positions. But on top, Taz trying to land some damage. Bang, bang. Couple shots, blood leaking out of the face of Tadpole. And that's ending round number 2 with Taz on top. But look at those significant strikes, Kingsley. Tadpole in control, possibly, of round number 2.
Yeah, and he had more total strikes landed compared to Taz right there. And we'll have to see. You might want to throw the kitchen sink. You can't leave anything to chance right here, as you never know with these judges right here. Again, Tadpole going for gets hit with a rock right there as Taz gets a nice execution, but going to the clinch right here, and that's a good maneuver from Tadpole, able to just answer back and just find a way to get out of it. Now you see him punching to the body.
Oh man, what a shot to open up the round. Judo throw. My goodness, can we just talk about how good Tadpole's takedown defense is? I mean, earlier in the round, he got rocked, and he still defended the takedown. This guy's takedown defense is sick.
Yeah, I think that's his 4th takedown defense that he's had so far in this whole fight. I mean, he's doing such a great job. He just needs to keep up, continuing on the pressure right here, but needs to be careful about that stamina right there. The blockage being low. Both guys trying to go for a pull, trying to see if an uppercut could be into play. But again, one slip going left or right could be very costly if Taz does it too much and be predictable. But so far, we're just finding the phone booth again, and that tease of a takedown is going to be a huge key in the game plan right here, Rob.
Oh, most definitely uppercut lands for Taz. Tadpole coming forward. They're trading inside the pocket. The pressure from Tadpole. There's the ankle pick, but no, again, Tadpole he will not be taken down in this third round. Both of these guys, Diddy Boxing, EK Camp, it all rests on this, but there it is. Takedown for Taz.
Takedown for Taz with 2:40 left in the third round. Now it's up to Tadpole. He can find a way to deny, but again, posture up opportunities will just take so much time away from the clock. So much time for him doing damage against his opponent to trying to find EK a win in this victory right here. But again, Taz doing such a nice job, going posture up, going back down, wasting a lot of that clock.
Yeah, beautiful denies here. This is huge. Crucifix position incoming. Uh-oh. Danger zone. Sharp elbow. Dink to the face. Is there going to be another one? Left side denied. Oh my goodness, Kingsley. This is terrible.
With plenty of time, 1:45 left, and just elbows, punches, just landing on Tadpole right there. The head blinking so much. Able to get into half guard, but he needs to find a way to find that drive, find that way to get in full guard, and push his opponent away.
And this is Taz's ESFL debut as he locks in the full mount, gets the up flick, denies it, and he is getting his team solidifying the victory right here. Big shots, bang, bang, bang.
Huge punches with less than 1 minute left to go in this fight right here. And it's just, I don't see an avenue where Tadpole can find a way. Getting denied again and again, and there's so much you can do with that low stamina. He has grapple events, but again gets denied again, Rob, and this is just, clock is ticking down, and it's just looking at a bad situation.
Yeah, Taz is on fire right now, just dominating Tadpole in this ground position. where it matters the most. 9 seconds left, and it looks like Taz Diddy Boxing is gonna sail into their first win and take out a top team like EK, but we'll see. The judges sometimes a little wild. We gotta go to the decision.
They're a little wild, but it'd be shocking if we don't see so-and-so has to go and undefeated. No more. EK falls to Diddy Boxing as they get the first win in the backs of Taz and Chinsworth. What a crazy sequence. What a crazy series that we saw for our first fight of the season, of the week.
Yeah, I mean, incredible. EK undefeated. Diddy Boxing, you said they're 0-2, Kingsley, is that right?
Yep. And 1-2 now.
1-2 now. I mean, just took out the top team and got themselves right back into the mix. And that's what Zayev was talking about. Every week is different. You know, you can't rest on your laurels. And for Taz to make his ESFL debut, obviously his teammates have confidence in him because they put him in that third and final spot. They put the most pressure on this guy Taz, and he just showed that he just got better as the fight went on. And in that third round, in the clutchest moments of the fight, he was able to deliver. He is like the UPS man. Let's go.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you see him make his debut. I'm sure he put a lot of work on his Twitch channel, Taz 1667, doing a lot of work there. And now putting all of that work into that last fight to get Diddy Boxing their first victory. You have to say kudos to all those guys for fighting, but kudos for Taz for getting that dub for Diddy Boxing. But now, we're already done with one team matchup. We're going on to the next. I don't know if you can see the fight matchup that we have for Vex versus B3. And it's up right here. Again, we're going to see a best of 3, Vex versus B3. Another team trying to go to the forefront in B3, trying to be 2-1. Well, Vex, also another team looking for their first victory. But when you look at the matchup right here, Rob, very exciting to see what these teams can do.
Oh, no doubt. Vex versus BBB, the B3s. And we're starting off with Grains versus Gemini. And then up next, Boss Man, the big Boss Man, who lost to a Bathing Ash last week, looking for redemption against Yurda, the ESFL vet. I mean, and then you got Matty D versus Leaks. Leaks is a killer. This is going to be a very exciting series, and I cannot wait.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's going to be amazing as both guys are in the fighter selection screen right here. To start things off, Grains versus Gemini. Again, we know that Grains, he won his last matchup. He is 0-1 in the ESFL season. But now going against Gemini, which we don't really know much about. He's making his debut for B3, looking to escalate into the power rankings of the Xbox side. But right now, in the middleweight division, very interesting choice. We see a hovering between a Robbie Lawler, maybe a Robert Whitaker, which I know was a little bit of the meta pick right there. Could he still be the meta pick going into this week right here?
And there it is, Grains, Robert Whitaker, and then Bullies, Ruthless Robbie Lawler, you know, is a good, solid pick as well. You know, he's got good striking, he's got good power, he's got good durability, great recovery. This is going to be a striker's delight, I believe. And Grains 1-0 against Gemini 0-0. And Grains last week did defeat Caliber, who is a tough opponent. So Vex is a very tough, experienced camp. So is B3. Let's see what we have here.
Absolutely. Here we go, guys. This is our second team matchup. Vex versus B3. Who is going to take the victory in the first matchup? As we see Whitaker being used by Grains in the red gloves. And we see Gemini in the blue using Robbie Lawler. And right now, so far, nothing surprising as both guys are going to trade and try to beat each other up with their boxing and a little bit of their kicks. But so far, we're seeing a little bit of distance being put for Grains as he wants to get a little bit of a fill-out process between his opponent.
Yeah, it looks like Gemini definitely wants to get up close and personal with Robbie Lawler and really do some damage. And he's throwing some good punches. But yeah, both guys being a little bit tentative and just being defensive and not really just opening up too much. But
tried to go for a head kick right there from Gemini. I'm surprised he tried to open up with that, but it leaves another option as he gets his opponent a little bit rock with the block gauge being low, and both guys head held. I feel like it's only going to get with strikes and maneuvers like that right there, Rob.
Yeah, they're starting to land some hard shots. Grains kind of getting backed up, needs to be careful how much he's getting pushed back behind those double black lines. He's landing some good shots, though, from this position, fighting well, but Gem looking to throw big shots. They're both trading big ones being thrown.
Yeah, and it actually is so hot heavy that like the stream can't even handle it right here. But so far, I'm liking what Gemini's doing. He's not giving any respect to his opponent. Graves trying to go for a front kick right there. He's trying to enter back with the aggressiveness, but so far, Gemini's like, you're going to have to suffer this pressure, and you're going to have to find a way to slip, as he does right there, as a pull and a slip away. We're just going to see someone get knocked out very easily. I don't even think it's going to go 3 rounds right here, Rob.
Yeah, I don't know. They are throwing some big shots here in the clinch position. They break off easily, but yeah, man, Gem is throwing some heat, but you can't ignore Grain as well, throwing some good stationary shots, and he loves that head kick combo.
Yeah, and if that was a head kick, that could have been very bad, as both guys are thinking the same thing right there. We see Grains trying to find his way, trying to find his maneuver, pulls back, hits an elbow, but gets the worst of that tray right there. Gemini constantly hitting the pressure. Oh, but again, it slips like that. When you over pursue, you're gonna lose a lot of that stamina. I'm surprised he's not really attacking much of the body, trying to mix it up right here, Rob.
Right, they're both headhunting here. Oh! Uppercut lands for Bullies. Grains in trouble. Overhand misses, depletes his whole stamina bank. Here comes Grains. Woo! Both these guys got some sweet head movement, I must say.
Rocket power in the arms as both guys are training, and we saw a rock there, I think, from Gemini, and Gemini still going ahead, still find his way through in, and oh, there we go, changing it up, but gets in denial. That's a good start from Gemini, attacking the bike with 25 seconds left. Oh, but an uppercut, that could have landed right there, Rob.
Yeah, that was close, and Gem is starting to fade a little bit with his stamina. Grains doing a really excellent job because Gem's just throwing some. Oh, there it is! Oh, he ducks it! Uppercut, swing, misses. Gem, head movement. Oh my goodness, what a round!
When you gotta be a counterpuncher is deadly, being the use of Robert Whitaker, able to duck under and get the hook very nicely in the 5 seconds. Now, can we see him capitalizing on his second round? He knows he's starting to get a read on his opponent. Gemini needs to do a better job of not telestrating those kicks so much and just fight in this pocket right here and get those slips. He's able to get the block gates low right here, but again, those pulls are being a little bit too predictable as he's getting some punches and punches out.
Yeah, I'm noticing Gem throwing some combinations, and I'm already making the reads, and I know Grain's starting to make those reads, and when he ducked that kick, Gem's got to be careful now. You know, Grain has downloaded his game plan, but Gems is still coming forward, throwing a lot of heat, putting on that pressure, which is getting him some success, but Grains is tagging him every time he comes in.
Now, from that first round, we saw how punishable that head kick was. Do you think Gemini would even think about using that head kick again? I mean, it worked sometimes, but it was very deadly in that first early on round. I mean, do you see him going back into it?
Yeah, sometimes you... Oh, big shots! Hold on, Kingsley! Gem's throwing the heat!
Who needs a head kick when you have an uppercut in your arsenal? But again, every time he's gotten that rock, he used so much of that stamina that leaves him an opportunity to get rocked himself. I don't know if he could possibly do that again. I mean, what high risk, high reward. You see him doing it again.
Yeah, most definitely. Gem's fighting like a brawler right now, just leaving nothing in the stamina bank, just throwing everything he has, and he's cracking Grains. But yeah, that head kick, you know, sometimes you play chicken with your opponent. They expect you to think that they have the read, but you just throw it anyway, and then it screws with them. So who knows if he's going to throw the head kick? We're going to see. But right now, the takedown from Grains, and look at the stamina. Gem is tired.
Gem is tired, but he's still going with the no stam gang right there. As we see Grains. Oh, and the elbow, and fires away. Getting the round. He sees the black ace low. Just overhand, but duck down. Gemini doing a nice job to just answer back. And now but an uppercut lands right there. We're just brawling right here, Rob.
They're just throwing power punches at each other, and somehow they're both standing, unloading. This is a gunfight. This is an artillery strike. Bam! Connection from Gem. Here comes Graves with another elbow. Oh my goodness!
It is pressure cooker time. Both guys put it all on the line. They need to not make a mistake. Whoever makes the next mistake, that could possibly be lights out. With 1 minute remaining in the second round, Graves trying to find his way, sees his block ace being low, trying to slip away from it, but Gemini pursuing, being a gets the head kick.
He throw the head kick. You asked if we would throw the head kick. There's your answer, Kingsley. Right to the dome. Ding dong. Who is it? It's Gem. I'm here to kick you. No. Oh my God.
Oh my God. Oh, to the body. 20 seconds left. Head out.
What a war! That's the Esports Fight League, baby!
Where are you at? Where would you rather be than right here, right now, seeing incredible knockouts and incredible gameplay like that? Unbelievable right there, Rob.
My God. These guys are going to get flown right to the hospital after this fight. I mean, look at that straight punch. You know, Jem brought so much pressure and just ruthlessness. Robbie Lawler is the perfect pick for this man, but somehow Grain stood his ground to the very end and threw with Robert Whitaker. And you saw the head kick. You asked Kingsley, will he throw the head kick? He did. And then he did it again, but then this time Grain stuck it. I mean, what a performance.
You live by the sword, you die by the sword. As you can see, Grains on TikTok, Grains_UFC, put it on his opponent. You saw his opponent in Gemini. He was so aggressive. He over pursued. He used so much of his stamina. When he saw his opportunity in Grains, he was able to capitalize. And that is such a thin line between victory and defeat. You live by the sword, you die by the sword, but man, when it's like razor thin and you just pull out a victory like that, incredible scenes. I can't wait to see what the rest of his team does, because now Vex, who is looking for their first victory, can we see another team get their first victory? Starting out 1-0 in the series, going to our next matchup between Bossman for Vex and Yurda for B3. I mean, Rob, a lot of pressure happening here.
Yeah, you know, these Xbox guys are bringing the heat. They are very entertaining. I am on the edge of my seat throughout these fights so far. But yeah, Bossman 0-1. He lost to a Bathing Ash last week, but a Bathing Ash is probably one of the best players in the world. Nothing to be ashamed of. But Yurda, this guy also lost to Capalot last week. Both guys 0-1 so far. But Yurda is an absolute dog, an absolute gangster. This is going to be very tough. But Bossman brings high IQ, good striking, well-rounded. Yo, what about these picks, Kingsley? I missed it. Who's who? What's what?
So for Vex, for Bossman, he used the Conor McGregor, and then we see Alexander Volkanovski being used for Yurda. So we'll have to see if Yurda has a way of trying to use a little bit of the cleanse, maybe the takedowns. Possibly we might see a stand-up brawl, but we saw a little bit. Hopefully their controller is connected, because it's going to be hot and heavy in this matchup right here for Vex and B3.
Hot and heavy, sweaty and sticky. Here we go. Bossman, Conor McGregor, Yurda, Alexander Volkanovski. We saw this matchup earlier in the series, in the previous series, and this is a very interesting matchup because the ground game, the cardio from Volkanovski, the sheer volume of punches against the power punching double barrel shotgun of the McGregor.
Yeah, and I'm already liking what Yurda is doing. He's attacking the body, and he's also striking the head, using that right hook very nicely against McGregor. And you can see, taking his time, using these combinations, and then when he sees, like, okay, you're seeing that I'm going to headhunt, I'm going to attack the body right there, and it's working so well. Bossman needs to find a way to block his body and his head very successfully so he doesn't get caught out.
I would agree. Yeah, you know, Yurda doing a good job mixing and matching his punches upstairs, downstairs. Bossman really relying on that block. Ooh, a beautiful check as well by Yurda. So far, so good for BBB.
So far, so good. Again, attacking the body with a nice straight right there. Bossman trying to find his job in to disrupt the blockades a little bit and land his combinations, but taking more of the center octagon. Trying to not be as aggressive as his opponent, but trying to find his way into the phone booth and attack with that uppercut. But again, the slips are doing so nice for Yurda. Yurda attacking the body is just giving Bossman a little bit of fits in the game plan.
For sure, and those slips really sap the stamina too when you miss. But the power of Conor McGregor, whenever Bossman is able to find his way through the defense of Yurda. I mean, look at how much damage it's doing. I mean, he just big left hand connects.
Combinations landing deadly, and for a knockdown for Conor McGregor right there. Bossman doing such a nice job. Now it has to be in the mind of Yurda. Do you want to just keep on striking with this Conor McGregor, or do you want to find a way to try to take down your opponent? I mean, the takedown defense has been there for many opponents, but again, you have to try something to change something up right here.
Yeah, right now it's not looking so good for Yurda. Eats another leg kick. Bossman looks like he's kind of going into cruise control, finding his range pretty nicely. Pushes him against the cage. Teep kick as well. And Bossman looking phenomenally on the feet here.
Yeah, and again, these trades are so deadly and detrimental. And again, you need to be in the right range because you get hit with a straight right there.
Oh.
And again, the hits are landing on Conor McGregor's head right here.
Yeah, that right hook, like you said, Kingsley, is just landing time and time again. Oh, again, the right hand, Yurda, exploding.
He went for the knee, and it proved to be costly as Yurda able to get a rock right there, and now kicking the legs. And so far, so good with 25 seconds left in this first round right here. Now he's feeling confident. You can't get too confident because you might get hit with a hook from Conor McGregor. And now with 10 seconds left, can we see a home run hit right here, Rob?
Yo, possibly. Couple of swings, couple of misses. But, oh, the elbow lands at the end, rocks him. He's sending Yurda back to his stool, doing the Ronda Rousey. And it's not looking good here for Yurda going into round 2, Kingsley. My goodness.
Yeah, again, Yurda in the blue gloves using Volkanovski for B3, who are 1-1. Well, Vex, if Bossman is able to get another rock and possibly a knockout. Oh! Right there will change everything up as Yurda bounce back. Oh my God! Could we actually see? Oh, the head held. It got me a little bit cautious. I thought it was gonna be scary right there.
Yeah, that was close. You know, Bossman did a good job rocking him, but he just unloaded his gas tank. And because his stamina was so low, the short-term stamina that is, Yurda was able to land a counter strike with a puncher that doesn't have much power, but it packed a lot because of the stamina, and he was able to get into this position. Now Yurda on top in half guard, or side control, excuse me, doing some good work with these elbows.
Yeah, doing such a good work. And again, this is a very huge series early on the Xbox side of Season 4
Nice
and the
deny.
team aspect. And again, the nice denial that you're seeing right there from Yurda, able to bounce back from that first round and now able to land his maneuvers. But again, into this half guard, you kind of like this situation right here. With 3:15 left in the second round, able to have multiple posture up opportunities, possibly, and just work on your opponent, work on the head of Conor McGregor. I mean, this is working very well for what he wants for his team.
Oh yeah, Yurda looks like he is just swimming beautifully here across these positions, and the half guard again, his fakes are looking dangerous. But you know, Bossman able to get that up flick, get to half guard again, but still on top, Yurda trying to build up that GA.
Yeah, absolutely. And 2:30 left. I mean, if you're staying in this pattern right here, you want to be as patient as possible, trying to disrupt and get that transition, but there's only so much time that you could use. Maybe possibly use a referee stand-up, but in this full guard position, it's Volkanovski. I like what he's doing. You can't get too careless because you might get reversed right there, Rob, with less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, that was a phenomenal job by Bossman to get that reversal, but he's not out of the woods yet. He needs to figure out a way to get back to his feet so Volkanovski doesn't deny him. Steps on over to half guard, right into side control. Now he can get it for free if he wants. Oh, but no.
Yeah, I'm surprised that, like, I thought he was going to try to stand up right there, but he gets reversed right there, and that could have been very costly. As again, Volkanovski, you're planting these elbows to the face right here. And this is doing damage right here, Rob.
Yes, the head health getting deteriorated by the striking, the elbows, the sharp ones. He's trying to get up. Good job. But still in control is Yurda, just landing bombs to the body, sapping the stamina from Bossman. This is not good.
Yeah, very not good indeed. And 40 seconds left. Again, stamina. He's doing these punches. And look at the body. He's just so low. I hope that Bossman is thinking like the referee's going to stand him up. But Volkanovski, I'm surprised. Oh, actually, it is a referee stand up. The referee stood him up. And I feel like with Yurda, he's just going to try to take the round and run. But seems like he might want to try to get some more added damage. I don't feel like you want to strike with any of this right now. Just like take the round with you.
Yeah, definitely. We'll see. 7 seconds left to go. We've seen some crazy endings to these rounds. Oh my goodness. Just devastating shots there. Spinning back fist lands. The damage has been done. Yurda now in a position that his shots aren't going to need to be too powerful. He's already done the damage to the head health, so it's going to be very tough for Yurda or for Bossman to come back, but he still has that Conor McGregor power to do some damage here, Kingsley.
Yeah, it's a brand new round, a fresh new round. We saw a little bit of respect, a nice glove touch between the two competitors right here. Bossman, the head health being so low. Any kind of trade, any kind of spinning back fist could prove detrimental to his adventures in this fight. Combinations landing hot and heavy for Yurda. Yurda doing such a nice job, gaining his reach, gaining his distance, and able to capitalize with his combinations.
Yeah, that was very dangerous, that knee. He almost got popped. Ooh, uppercut lands. Left hook, right hook. All over him, jumps right down into the guard. He's going to try to put the finishing nails in the coffin. Throwing big shots. Bang, there it is.
That is a big victory for Yurda, as I think ties up the series between Vex and B3, as Yurda able to use the ground game, able to use the punches and bunches, and just disrupt the timing. When he saw the stand-up wasn't working, went down to the ground and able to capitalize to get the victory and put something on the board for B3.
Yeah, that was sick. There's that right hand, that connection, the explosion of Volkanovski, and it just jumps right into him, and that was sick. That was Volkanovski striking with a dangerous Conor McGregor. Bossman brought it. He was trying his best. He was fighting valiantly, but man, Yurda looked good. And when it got to the ground, Yurda just had some sweet denies. He had some real good control, the way he was smoothly taking these transitions, and what a performance. What a win for B3, the big baller brand. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, you know, with the
Big Bang
football
Bully,
he
baby.
had in that situation, he might need to try to get some new shoes, but B3 getting a victory nonetheless. But Vex, again, I love that we get like a fight 3. Fight 3 is like the best thing that we had so far.
I know, right?
But with Vex having the lead up in the series, now has to go to a decisive tiebreaker in this scenario. A lot of pressure being on Maddie for Vex, but Leaks, proven ESFL vet, knows what he needs to do, and he's already 1-0 in this whole season, so he has to have a lot of confidence going this featherweight bout against Maddie right here.
Yeah, definitely. You know, Leaks is one of the most talented fighters people are saying right now on this card, and he's just looking unstoppable. 1-0, undefeated, elite, and smart striking, great kickboxing, excellent pressure boxing, defeated DB Doctor week 1, and he's going against Vex Matty D, who is 0-1. He does have some great range management, fundamental, calculated pressure he brings, but he lost to KM M-Town earlier, so it's going to be a big test for him. Most people are saying Leaks is going to win this fight. All rests in the hands of these competitors here to see which team wins this series, and let's talk about these picks.
Styles mixed fights. Again, Conor McGregor, but not Alexander Volkanovski he's going to face. He's going to be facing a Max Holloway. Stamina against power and precision. A very interesting matchup. I don't think we're going to see the ground game be in effect as much. But again, these guys have faced each other before. Leaks able to get the benefit of the 12-7 in the matchup. But again, anything is possible under the ESFL light. So we'll have to see in this decisive tie-breaking matchup between Vex, who is looking for their first victory of the season, going against B3's Leaks, who is looking to be over 500 in the 2-1 victory. We'll have to see how this goes. Let's get it going right here, Rob.
Let's get it going. Is that 2016 Conor McGregor? I mean, look at him. He's got the little top knot. He's looking good, and he's bringing some power punches. But Max Holloway, I mean, the volume, the ferocity, the gas tank, the durability is going to be a tough fight for both these guys. Let's get it on.
We know that Conor McGregor from 2016, he wasn't here to take part. He was here to take over. Can he do it with Maddie and take over and get that first victory for Vex right here? And you can see, being aggressive, giving Max Holloway not really enough space to do his damage. But again, the slipping from Leaks, doing a nice job, but he needs to watch out for the body shots because that will play a huge factor in that stamina. But again, punches and bunches, using that block ace to go lower and lower for Maddie right there.
Yeah, Matty putting some good pressure, landing some good shots, had a good body kick as well, and Leaks still kind of just trying to figure out the rhythm. Matty being very active early in this round.
Yeah, and you can already see the overhand being used. You can know that a lot of special attacks are going to be coming from Leaks right here. But again, the straights, nice and true, able to get that head held a little halfway low right there. But right now, the combinations, the blitzkrieg, how much stamina is Matty going to use, and how many slips is it going to take for him to just take his time? Because every time he goes in, it seems like he has a situation where he could counter the punching of Conor McGregor.
Yes. Now Lee's starting to put a little bit of pressure on his opponent, land some high-level combinations here, 3-4 punch combinations, and now he's starting to back up Matty D. But Matty D has landed some good shots as well. This is a very evenly contested first round here, Kingsley.
Yeah, very evenly contested. Any one big shot could change everything. That knee landed very nicely. We've seen that knee before, and it gets blocked. And there's not really much. But again, these body shots landing very nicely for Matty right here. And again, with under 2 minutes left, Leaks taking the back foot, maybe trying to decide what he's supposed to do. He gets rocked for his shoulder, trying to go for an overhand right there. Matty D doing a nice job right here, and he's landing these combinations, not stopping.
Oh my goodness, Matty D smashing Leaks right now, devastating shots. Leaks, oh, connect, left hand, the power straight. Matty D in control, beautiful knees. all over Leaks here.
It's just tasty from strike to other strike, the straights, the capitalization of the body shots landing very nicely. Leaks on with the blockades being low. I don't think he was prepared for this pressure because, again, he has had a time to reconvey his feelings or his thoughts. He's just getting pressure constantly.
He's getting teed up on. Leaks is like a punching bag, and Matty D is just slaughtering him here. This is insane. And those body kicks from Matty D. Oh, there it is again. Those are beautiful. He's like Jean-Claude Van Damme in Kickboxer. He's kicking the tree, and the roof is falling down.
Oh, my God.
Oh, damn it. Matty does.
Roadhouse, because we see Matty D trying to get the first victory. Can he get it? Punches. That is it.
Domination.
That is it, Vex able to get the first victory. I thought the time was up. We saw the pause, but Matty able to get the victory with the Conor McGregor pick. Unbelievable fight, an unbelievable win for Vex as we see another team who was 0-2 gets their first victory.
Oh my goodness, Matty D just steamrolled Leaks, walked him down, and put him into the ground. My goodness, that was incredibly impressive. Matty D had not yet gotten a win yet. That's his first win. And not only that, he just got his team the first win of a series against a top team. Woo! The Big Bang Bullies, not too happy, but Vex, yes, they are very excited, Kingsley. What a series.
I just wow. Honestly, it's funny what you said early on in the contest before we even had that matchup, Rob. You said a lot of people were pulling for Leaks. Leaks was a huge favorite in the chat right here, live on Twitch and on YouTube on the ESFL channel. But Matty, you know, there's a thing of being favorites and being underdogs. There's another thing to prove it in the virtual octagon. And again, ESFL lights so bright. You need to put up or shut up. And Matty did for his team, able to bring it back. It was so incredible. But what's incredible is that we're all over the social media channels right here. ESFL, we put these fights, these event cards every single Sunday for you guys for our regular season. You can follow us on Twitter, follow us on Instagram, TikTok. I know that's coming. YouTube, we have a YouTube. Subscribe to that. Yeah, all the library of our chat of our fight cards, so you can catch up on the regular season, see what's been happening when we got to this point. And then also on Twitch, you can follow, you can subscribe, all these amazing things. And now along with that, Rob, we also got ESFLW coming up next week, Saturday. That's going to be a huge card, bringing the wrestling along with our UFC cards. I mean, just talk about the expansion and just the global nature that we're taking the ESFL so far.
Yeah, the ESFL is just exploding as a platform, and we got the wrestling coming, being led by my man Kingsley here. I mean, we're just dabbling in everything. This is incredible. Saturday, October 8th, 2 p.m. Central Time. Don't miss it. If you want to see someone get choke slammed, I mean, I don't really know too much about wrestling, but
literally in our last fight card, we saw someone get put through a flaming table. So, you know,
oh my
fire.
God,
everybody loves fires.
Somebody could get burned.
Somebody gonna get burned indeed. And if you want to get burned, you can sign up to our ESFL Discord, so you can sign up for the WWE card that ends around Tuesday. So you still have time to sign up. But enough of that, enough of the promo. We still got 2 more team fights here to go here, Rob. It's gonna be so exciting as our next matchup, again, BFAB going against Lethal Weapons. This is going to be an excellent team-up matchup. And just talk about the matchups that we have going on in this fight card so far.
Oh my goodness. I'm pretty sure this is the same guy. I mean, this guy built for ankle picks, the Spider. This guy is a legend of the ESFL. If you don't know, this guy can throw some beautiful, creative, elegant striking. I mean, he's just a sweet fighter. So fun to watch. I can't wait to see him tonight against LW Mist, who is 0-0. I haven't seen him compete yet. And then you got Naz Neem, who everyone has been talking about, hyped by the young prodigy, looking just very handsome on the earlier broadcast on the analyst desk, just, you know, in college doing his thing. I mean, Naz Neem is a beast, BFAP member. They say he's the hero of BFAP. LW KB King lost to Bink in week 1. He's definitely coming in as the underdog. And then the third and final fight, top dog 0-0 has his hands full against CIA webcam, the computer, the downloadability. He sees you in that first round. He takes a screenshot of everything and he knows he's insane. And it's going to be a good series.
All right, but before we even get to our first fight, I need a prediction from you, Rob. Do you think we're going to see another tiebreaker fight 3?
No, I think BFAP is going to absolutely run through LW if I had to give you my predictions, because that's a top tier team right there. But hey, who knows? Could be a Cinderella story, folks.
We'll never know. We've been seeing Cinderella stories so far in this fight card so far. So without further ado, let's get into our first fight. Again, as you said, Rob, Spider, a legend in the ESFL community and just been here true and just able to fight so many times. Now going against LW Miss, who is looking to bring up his team up from 0-2. We saw a bunch of teams go up from 0-2, so he's looking to do the same here in the middleweight division. And I think Spider hovering around the Robert Whitaker pick right here, and Anderson Silva. I don't know if that's the legacy pick of Silva or just regular Anderson Silva, but it'd be a really interesting matchup to see right here, Rob.
Yeah, that would be really sick to see Anderson Silva being picked. Usually it would be Spider OG picking a guy like Anderson Silva, but it seems now the Spider OG is going with a more meta pick with Robert Whitaker, which is exciting to see what he could do with somebody as good as Robert Whitaker in his possession. But right now it seems like my man, okay, there's the lock-in. I don't know if his opponent even knows what's going on. There it is. Great miss. YT locks it in. We got to fight.
Oh boy, you know, this I wouldn't say it's a dream match, but I would love to see this kind of matchup like actually happen in the UFC. I know it can't possibly happen now, but Robert Whitaker, we know the stamina, we know his striking, his power, so amazing. But Anderson Silva, the clinching, the kickboxing, the striking, the accuracy, is just so next level in this game that we'll have to see how this goes down. We know that both competitors have their game plans, they're ready to get going, so let's see how this goes down right here, Rob.
Let's see. I'm excited to see how Spider treads through this fight. Already kind of putting some pressure using his footwork. Misses that kick, and I want to see how Great Miss plays with Anderson Silva.
Yeah, and so far, trying to use a bit of a boxing right here from Anderson Silva. But we see Whitaker and Spider just being very aggressive, not giving any respect to his opponent, just constantly punching, not even keeping his head off the center line right here, just attacking the body. And I feel like that has to be his game plan. Be aggressive, give his opponent, like, shaking up a little bit, get off his rhythm. But so far, Miss, doing a nice job attacking the body.
Most definitely. I want to see some taunts from Great Miss. If he has some success, knocks him down. I want to see some of those unique Anderson Silva taunts. That'd be sweet. But yeah, you know, this is pretty even right here. Spider's doing a good job, but oh my goodness, look at that counter slip. These guys are looking good.
Yeah, we like seeing those slips because they'll lead to crazy opportunities. And right now, so far, the head kick not really landing, able to get blocked by Miss. Using the clinching, that's what you need to do as an Anderson Silva, but needs to be careful of his stamina. It's not going to be up to snuff to Spider, but a nice knee right there from Miss will do some nice damage. But so far, distance, range, along with the aggressiveness, has to be the game plan for Spider.
Most definitely. Spider kind of just bouncing around, looking for those single shots. Great Miss coming forward as well. Obviously, Spider done more damage so far to the head health of Great Miss, but still a pretty even fight. Nice blocking from Spider as well.
Yeah, very even, and I'm liking what I'm seeing from Whitaker. Every time he gets close and he sees his opponent trying to go for the hook, he attacks the body with a jab, just trying to get more of that stamina being down. But Miss doing a nice job trying to attack the body and gets a nice knee. Not really doing a lot of damage, but gets his opponent something to think about with 2 minutes left to go.
Yeah, you know, beautiful lead overhand. That's like the second time he's landed that. You're seeing a spin from Great Miss. Oh, here comes Spider. Bang! Down he goes. Good slip.
Doing such a nice job right there, Rob. I mean, you saw the action right there. Spider able to see the opportunity, able to punish, and now into half guard position. And you can see even the stream is saying, like, listen, this action has been so crazy so far. Spider, I don't know if I can handle you in half guard position because you might do a madness, but so far, what does Miss need to do in his back position and try to get out of it?
He needs to turn on the lights because I can't see anything. That's what he needs to do. But okay, there you go. Thank you. What he needs to do is he needs to figure out a way to get some damage off. It's just the defense from Spider is so good. Every time he would throw a kick, Spider would catch it. Spider is throwing that lead overhand, that straight lead overhand. He's just so good with his combinations and his explosive nature. And now he's on top, just has done a couple of big damaging shots early, and this is not looking good for Great Miss early. Nice front kick. Front kicks. That's what he needs. Front kicks.
Front kicks, indeed. Get more of those front kicks, and sooner or later you're going to get a knockdown. But so far, with 10 seconds left, unfortunately, we still have a little bit of action or a little bit delay with the stream. But so far, I like what Spider has been doing. I'm sure he's going to take care of this round as it goes to the end of the first round. But I feel like Miss, he needs to keep it standing up. He can't go to the ground. He needs to use a little bit more of those front kicks. But with Whitaker, the other thing, keep up what you're doing. Find a way to just attack the body a little bit more, but also find a way to just knock down your opponent with maybe a straight. Maybe find a slip and try to get that straight onto your opponent.
Yeah, definitely. Maybe a couple feints from the Great Mist, and it looks like the fight is very it looks like the fight is struggling right now, but it's okay. I think Nelly Furtado might be in the audience or in the building today. I'm not really sure. Turn off all the lights, but you know, it's all good. And here comes Spider to open up round number 2, just throwing down. Look at the stamina advantage, though, Kingsley. I mean, Spider is in complete control of this fight.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you know, you have to push through adversity. Even though there's a lot of situations that could be out of your control, you need to find a way to capitalize because you're in a pressure situation. Ooh. But right now, Spider doing a nice job. He gets pulled, he gets hit with an uppercut right there. And that's what Miss needs to do in this situation. Even though he's had to push through adversity of like streams and just like the connection possibly being an issue. So far, it seems like Spider, if he gets too overzealous, again, we can see another situation where he needs to find a way to counterpunch his way into a victory.
Yeah, most definitely. He's got to figure out something. And Spider throwing some good shots, and every time he throws that leg kick, he catches it. And it just seems like Great Miss can't really figure out the Rubik's Cube. That is Spider. The defense prowess is just so illuminating.
Yeah, it still baffles me that people could finish a Rubik's Cube in like 10 seconds and not even break a sweat while it takes people an eternity to just figure it out. For Spider right now, it seems like it's taking them less than that to solve it, but for Miss, it just seems like it's been a constant struggle, not really using most of the clinch. He knows he wasn't able to do well in the ground game, so I don't know what avenues he's thinking about trying to get back into his opponent, but every time he goes into this situation, trying to go close with those body shots, his block ace is being low because Whitaker is able to punish because he has so much stamina right there left.
Yeah, for sure. And it's like Great Miss is doing a good job here now. We're kind of seeing a little bit more of a flow. Whoa! What kind of kick was that, Kingsley?
I have no clue. I have never seen that ever in my life in this game. But hey, if you got it, just use it. You know,
you gotta flaunt it if you got it. He got it from his mama.
Overhead like that will rock his opponent. Spider again with another knockdown with 120 left in the second round right here. Again, Miss into the ground game again, getting knocked down, and it just seems like it's been the Spider show this whole fight right here.
Yeah, definitely. Spider showing why he is a legend, why everyone is so high up on this guy is because he's just so good. I mean, his defense, his attack, everything, and his opponent Great Miss just struggling as we go into the clinch position, uppercuts, right hooks. He's throwing everything at it, but then the counter clinch from Silva. Silva has such a good clinch, but the stamina, the depletion of stamina in the second round, oh my goodness, out of range.
Yeah, and maybe that was like a panic shot right there as he's trying to go for like anything that could possibly change up the rhythm or momentum a little bit. It seems like nothing of his game plan is initially working. He's able to get some body shots, but now he's just throwing everything to the wind and throwing the kitchen sink out because he probably needs to do that in this third upcoming round.
Yeah, he had some success there with the body shots. There's a replay, that beautiful slip straight lead overhand. It's such a fast combo. It's pretty tough to hit too, but oh, that's just beautiful. Look at that, boom, dumps him, drops him on the floor, and man, what a win. Or not a win, but what a second round towards probably a win.
Well, we know the judges could be crazy, but it'd be kind of crazy if they don't say it's 2-0 Spider right here. But again, there's a reason why we play 3 rounds. And again,
yes,
we know
sir.
that Miss still has a chance. If he puts it all together, he still might have a chance to get a victory for LW. But so far, Spider, he's going to this third round. I know we're still having a little bit of difficulties, but again, the adversity, the head health being so low for Miz, Spider, he just needs to put it all together and just find a way to rock it and try to end this fight as quickly as possible.
Right, just a matter of time now with the head health being so low and Great Miss. I mean, any of these powerful Robert Whitaker bombs, it's going to be lights out pretty soon here. I would predict in the next 30 seconds, my man is going to be out cold, Kingsley. Call me Mystic Mac.
We'll have to see. It could be a front kick. We can see another overhand, but we saw a little bit of Spider's head being low. Even though Miss is still low, and with these trades, it could be a little bit scary. But again, for Miss, even though we're talking about this fight and it's been a long time coming, Miss still has a chance. We have to say that outright. He still has a chance. But Spider doing such a nice job in the clinch with his striking. If he even wants to take it to the ground, I feel like he could possibly in this fight.
Yeah, he definitely could. I don't know if he's going to be able to. Anything is possible.
Oh, right there.
Big shots to the body. He's fainting. He's coming for him. He's wobbled. Great miss on skates right now. Trying to go to the body, but here comes Whitaker just landing some bombs.
Landing some bombs indeed. And, I would love to see a front kick. Front kick has worked for once. He could possibly do it again if he over pursues straight like that. I mean, that would hit so people. That would low handheld. And you see Spider to the speed of light, able to get the rocket. That is it. Spider gets the victory, as we quickly just say a victory for Spider. It seems like it was just a dominant fight in that whole contest for Spider right there for breaking for ankle picks.
Yeah, complete domination. At the end there, you saw the great miss try to go for a flying knee, and it was like Spider was playing Duck Hunt on the Nintendo, shot him right out of the freaking sky, and then look at it, boom, down he goes. But yeah, that fight was a little glitchy. You couldn't really see too well, but we could hear it. We could feel it, right, Kingsley? We could feel the power of the shots of Spider, and that's the first win for BFAP, built for ankle picks. And now there's a lot of pressure going into this next fight, back against the wall. His opponent, LWKB King, against his hot shot, up-and-coming superstar Nazeem that everyone's talking about. I don't know. What do you think, Kingsley?
I'm very interested to see what Nazeem does in this contest right here. But I've commentated a little bit of KB King's fights in the affiliates when we had that in season 3, but I'm excited to see what he does. I know he can strike. He can strike with the best of them. He has very good kickboxing. I mean, KB King for a reason, but with Nazeem, for the way he is, I feel like it's gonna be very interesting how this match goes out. I mean, they're both in the fighter selection screen, and so far, the Conor McGregor pick seems to be the meta for these competitors, and then Dustin Poirier to counter that. It'll be interesting, but Conor McGregor, you need to be very careful about his striking power.
Yeah, I don't know whether to call him Nazeem or the CO Daddy, but my goodness, this guy is looking like he is very confident with a name like that. And yeah, that Conor McGregor pick is so good, especially a lot of these fights have been stand-up fights. Not too many people going to the ground. I mean, we did see actually some ground game early in the series, but there it is. There's the lock-in. Conor McGregor bringing the power. Look at the ping. Smooth as butter on a pancake from McDonald's. And LWKB King locking in Dustin Poirier. Kingsley, here we go.
Here we go. We hear Zayev hype Nazeem as one of the top Nazeem as one of the top 3 members of his camp. So a lot of big expectations go into this contest right here. Let's see if he actually proves it. And he's going to have a heck of a fighter in Conor McGregor. Present day Conor McGregor, not 2016 trying to take over Conor McGregor, but someone who is a vast veteran of this fight game right here. As you see the referee getting things started for our second contest right here. Again, the stakes here. LW, Lethal Weapons, they are 0-2. If they win this, they're still in the tiebreaker, and they will have a fight 3 to get their first victory. But if BFAP gets their next victory in this contest right here, they will be 1-2 in the season. So a lot of huge stakes in the Xbox team right here.
Yeah, a lot of people think that Nazeem is just going to absolutely wreck KB King, but you saw a couple of his fights, and he's been grinding those lower affiliate leagues, and now he's on the big stage here in the ESFL. And if he is able to take out Nazeem, that's going to take a lot of the hype from him, and it's going to put it in his pocket. Right now, he's doing pretty good, landing that leg kick on that right leg.
Yeah, he's doing such a nice job right here. And again, on top of the body, I'm just loving the body shots, because it just gives your opponent another thing to look out for. And then leaves the head open. And look, 2 straight right hooks landing on KB King. And that's what you don't need if you're a Lethal Weapon. You need your guy to get his head off the center line and try to get the slips. But right now, it just seems like the pressure, he's trying to fight back, but he's not too much in range. It seems like Nas is doing such a nice job just getting his range and getting his attacks ready to go.
Yeah, definitely. And KB King needs to stop slipping to that right side because that power left hook is coming from Nazim over and over again. He needs to stop slipping. He needs to, watch that left hand.
Yeah, he needs to watch out for the left hand indeed. And going to the halfway mark of this first round right here, we see a little bit of a distance game, trying to find the center octagon. We've seen some punches and bunches, but not really a lot of combinations coming out, trying to get that blockade slow and then start the combinations. But so far, KB King using the legs, but a nice check from Nas. Nas doing a nice job, but again, it just seems like he keeps on going for the pressure, not worried about the leg kicks.
Yeah, he's checked a few of those. Nice uppercut from KB, and it seems like KB's only game plan here is to just kick that. Oh, devastating power body shot. Oh, connection.
Disgusting as the body just fails him, and he gets knocked down. And now a takedown from Conor McGregor. Okay, he feels confident enough in his striking that he's going for these shots right here. Elbows constantly hitting right here, Rob.
Oh my God, Martha Stewart slicing and dicing right before our eyes. Call him Gordon Ramsay, I don't know, but he's creating a fillet on the top, medium rare on Dustin's face. This is disgusting.
You can see his face is all beat up because it's bleeding red. It's so freaking raw to his face with these punches. But so far, the fact that he feels confident enough to go to these posture ups, and KB King, we know he's up for his striking, but for the ground game, that'd be a huge test. But with 30 seconds, getting multiple posture up opportunities, now he needs to find a way to get out of this round and find a way to adapt.
Yeah, now he's in some trouble, and we're gonna see how he deals with adversity. Oh, beautiful! Slim shot! Putting big shot! Oh, down goes the next Yo Daddy!
Oh, what did we just see? What did we just see?
We just saw how he adapts with adversity, and he checks all the boxes, baby.
I had the script right here. This is my script. He just flipped it. He literally flipped my script because I did not see that coming from KB King. KB King able to get a rock. Can he continue the momentum right here? As we see, Nas able to get the left hook as a slip down. Uppercut, not really landing because he was able to block it, but KB King on the back. Nas says it's time to put him to sleep as he gets another knockdown right there, Rob.
Yes, LB King in all sorts of trouble. He's hurt, he's wobbly, butterflies fluttering in his dome piece. Another left hand connects. Here comes Nizneem against the cage, landing a body shot, body kick. Oh my goodness, I can't even speak. Take it over, Kingsley.
Body, straight to the head, opens up everything. Total strikes landed 65 to 35. A 30 strike difference for Nas right there, but he still needs to keep up the pressure. He can't be too careless. Because again, slips like that will prove detrimental. But with trades like that, Nas will do a great job to knock down his opponent again. But still, plenty of time, and now we're just in a slapper knocker as another knockdown lands right here, Rob. And I feel like there might be a third one coming up.
Yeah, oh my goodness, KB King is electing to trade right now with no head health, with the power shots of Nizneem just coming in, but he's still throwing valiantly. He's a brave fighter. He's not giving up. You got to put this man away, KB King. His stock is rising, but Nizneem, he's everything we thought he was. He's a freaking beast. Maybe prodigy number 2 under Zayaf, who knows, but BFAP looking good.
Looking real good. I mean, you're in the trenches trying to fight a dog-out war. And again, those combinations, Dustin Poirier has the power. If he's low on stamina, he can still bring you down. And combinations like that, Nas bringing the victory to BFAP, and they get the team victory. But there's still a third fight coming up, but that is a huge victory as BFAP goes 2-1 in the standings.
Man, Nizneem out there swinging his arms around. Just a beautiful win against a tough game opponent in KB King. And what a fight, what a performance. And he is who we thought he was. He was not hyped up for no reason. And finally getting his debut and getting his win in the Esports Fight League. Can't wait to see this guy again. And he solidifies himself and BFAP, getting them a point in the season. I mean, what a show.
What a show indeed. And I feel like Public Enemy would hate that fighter because usually they say don't believe the hype. I think you have to believe the hype after that second fight right there. So far, so good. Now, can we see BFAP get a clean sweep in this contest right here. Top dog for BFAP going against Lethal Weapons Webcam, who was 0-1, but you said he was a cyborg in that octagon. What do you see going to this contest right here, Rob?
Yeah, this could be Webcam taking this one. Webcam is very experienced. He's a good fighter. I've seen him many times, and he's a game competitive opponent. And Top Dog TR, I'm not really too sure. I don't know if I've seen Top Dog. I don't know too much about him, but we're about to find out what he's all about. And if you're in BFAP and you're training with guys like Zayef, guys like Nazneen, I mean, you must be getting their rub. You must be training hard. You must be sharpening your knives like a Cutco blade. And damn, this is gonna be a good one.
Yeah, and speaking of like a lot of people making their debuts and we not knowing many of like the research of these opponents, I mean, this is what you need to figure out if you're each camp member. I mean, it puts the tape out there to know what you have later on in the seasons, because when you go in closer to the playoffs and every single fight counts, that's what you need to know, like, who can I count on, who do I need, and who do I feel comfortable going against. So all of this very useful information for both of these teams right here, as we see a Volkanovski being used by Top Dog, but again a Max Holloway being used by Webcam for Lethal Weapon. So very interesting matchup for this fight 3, and let's see who could take it. Could it be a clean sweep, or can we see a hard-fought 2-1 victory right here? We'll have to see. As the referee gets going, let's get it going right here, Rob.
Let's get it going. Apex mode, that's right. And it's just like, oh my goodness, we're going to be able to hear every shot. And these guys are going to be able to throw so much volume, so much stamina. It's going to be such a high-paced fight, and already they're starting to get it going.
Yeah, they're getting it going indeed. Again, we see Top Dog in the red gloves using Volkanovski, and we see Webcam using Holloway. And we see Holloway doing a little bit more of an aggressive attack right there. Can't be too careless, as head kicks will come out of nowhere and get hit and get punished. But so far, I'm liking what we're seeing. More of a Venus flytrap, a little bit of a counter puncher from Top Dog. But again, needs to watch out for the body shots. And you can see he's answering back.
Yeah, Webcam coming out aggressive here, putting on that pressure, looking for those left body hooks, and then switching it up to the uppercut. Webcam looking pretty good here early.
Yeah, very good indeed. And again, the reach is going to play such a huge difference, especially if you're going to play the distance games between Holloway and Volkanovski. But again, combinations where you fight inside the pocket like that could be detrimental, as both guys attacking the body. And I love that combination. Going to the head a little bit, but finish it off with a leg kick. Just changing things up to not be predictable. It can't be predictable. You're blocking as Webcam just going away. And Rob, you saw it. I mean, that was incredible.
Yeah, I mean, he had him in all sorts of trouble. He had his block completely low, and he was just tagging him with the same shot over and over again. Webcam pinpoint accuracy, and he's looking good right now. But there's Doc, Top G, looking pretty nice.
Top Dog doing a nice job to answer back, able to answer back with the right hook, but needs to be careful with those leg kicks. Right? Webcam, so far, he's pressuring for it. I'm wondering if he's going to try to do something. Oh my!
How is that not a rock?
I'm surprised, but the timing was pristine right there. As Webcam put on his opponent right there, and now changes thing up. But again, the trades, you need to be very careful. Both guys just heading for the hills.
Man, the left leg of Holloway is the weakness. Oh, look at that right hand, and Top Dog has been targeting it, but man, Webcam just all over him early. Look at the pressure, standing right in front of him, body shotting him, kneeing him to the belly button, cleaning it out. Oh my goodness, he went for the spin almost.
Oh, it's looking very dangerous as we're getting closer and closer to the 1 minute mark of the first right here. And rock right there from the Top Dog right there. Getting to the clinch, able to hit the knee on the head. Blockade below, nice sidestep from Webcam. Webcam in early on trouble right here. And legs, I'm telling you, Volkanovski doing a nice job with those leg kicks. But again, needs to be careful. Tries to go for a head kick and get stuck out. But you need to be very careful in this situation here, Rob.
Super smart game plan by the Top Dog, throwing those leg kicks, and now he's got a fight from the south. Oh, I think Max Holloway has. Oh my goodness! Again, Top Dog just gave his little toe a kiss, and somehow he's not even. He didn't even get rocked. He just ate it like it was a sandwich from his mom on Sunday morning. Kingsley.
Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on you. He did it again, and you can see it's so close with total strikes landed. 53-52 in favor of Webcam, but again, the significant strikes going into the favor of his opponent right there. And I'm very scared for both these competitors. Any little mistake could prove the detriment. Can Webcam find the timing again with Holloway? With from the gun, but Top Dog, he knows the left leg is hurting for Webcam. Top Dog can attack the body. He can trade with his opponent. It's just only a matter of time right here, Rob.
Oh my goodness, the way Webcam sneaks in, lands that body shot. Oh, beautiful takedown. But I was just gonna say, he comes in, jab, lead hook, he backs up, lets Top Dog miss, then comes in. The pressure is insane, but that takedown was what he needed there to slow down the pace of Webcam. Now in half guard, Kingsley, and let's see what he brings here in this second round.
Yeah, you can see him teasing those transitions right there, trying to give Webcam a lot of things to think of. And right now, into side control right here, as we see Webcam doing a nice job to go back into half guard, but he has plenty of time to work his way through. These body shots are not going to really do much unless he goes to a posture up. But now it could do a little bit of damage. But now he needs to find a way to get out of this and go back to the striker, because Top Dog, I feel like he's very comfortable in this situation and just able to take some body shots and just deplete it. But again, a reversal. Nice job by Webcam right there, Rob.
Definitely rolls him over. Does have good ground game as well. Webcam's gonna try to posture up here. Looks like he's just gonna do some damage. He's okay with this ground exchange. So so far so good.
Yeah, so far so good. As we're approaching the halfway mark into a posture up for Webcam. Webcam going to the half guard position right here. Just popping in a little bit of shots to the head, trying to get that head held a little bit vulnerable but into the posture up again. I think this is his second or third opportunity into the posture up, and he's still getting some damage. So he's getting some good scoring from the judges' eyes.
Yeah, most definitely. Just controlling, adding up that time, especially in half guard. You don't get control time in full guard, but he's landing some shots to the body. And there's the denial. No. Good job by Top G to get that backside position.
Under 2 minutes remaining. Webcam, he has his stamina very low. This could be very bad, but Volkanovski doing a nice job of just answering back. But Rob, what do you see in this situation? Do you feel like there could possibly be a chance for a stand-up, or would we just see more? That's right here as we see another reversal.
My goodness, are they playing Uno in there, Kingsley? Because I just saw another reverse.
I'm all in for a draw for wild card, because right now we're just seeing some wild punches from the posture up from Webcam. But so far, with 1 minute remaining, so much of a chance match. But every time we see a reversal, it seems like Webcam is getting the benefit of those posture ups, able to get some punches as he gets a denial right there into another posture up opportunity.
Yeah, I mean, just incredible. Webcam able to stay on top. I mean, this round is probably going to go to him, I would say. There's the rollover again, the momentum sweep. Oh my goodness, that octagon is gonna be clean.
Yeah, someone get the sweeper, someone get the towels, because it could be just a sweaty mess right there. But with 15 seconds oh well, come on. But with 10 seconds left into the second round right there, Volkanovski trying to implement so much damage to the body. But so far, you have to think that second round, it was very heavily Webcam, 70 strikes to 39, and 13 significant strikes to 0. We have to see if Top Dog could do something else in this third and final round right here, Rob.
70 out of 87. That is a high percentage of shots landed. Webcam already downloaded, like I said. You told me he was a cyborg. He's like the robot Terminator, and he is going to slaughter his opponent right now. I have a feeling he has the confidence, but still, his opponent... Top Dog fighting well, got him in the clinch, couple elbows. He's pushing him back. He doesn't want to lose either.
He doesn't want to lose, absolutely. But right now on the line, we know that BFAP, he needs this win to get a clean sweep. But if we see Lethal Weapons get this victory in the form of Webcam, I mean, that could look really well when it goes into the tiebreakers at the end of the season. So this is very cautious situations that you need to be careful of. But in a posture up situation, this is what Top Dog needs to do. But gets reversed into a stand-up now. Let's see.
Whoa.
Oh, I thought that was a little bit of a stand-up, but I guess it was just a reverse. They just took a breather and just tried to regain their stamina right there, Rob.
That was a very sweet-looking stand-up. I mean, that was...
Oh! Knee!
What a knee! Jorge Masvidal-esque. I mean, damn. Webcam now on the assault, pushing the pace, spinning attack. Top Dog trying to pull, trying to slip, lands a hook of his own. They are brawling right here.
It was so chaotic, I even had to go back in my chair because I felt that impact right there. That was so clutch and scary. But Webcam, having his block gauge low, able to sidestep, tries to go for a cartwheel kick. I feel like he says the kitchen sink, yeeted all the way to his opponent, trying to find a way. He's back, and he's landing. He's actually landing, getting that head held low.
Yeah, he's doing a good job. Oh my goodness, spinning heel kick. They're both just throwing everything they can at each other. Oh, stings him with the straight. Here he comes, Kingsley.
You can hear the Terminator music just having da-da-da-da-da. He is approaching his opponent. He's trying to track him down. And right now, the jabs, the spinning back fist, he is using everything. Able to slip the other way from the head kick. That could have been bad. But Top Dog trying to find a way to answer back right here.
Oh, Top Dog is gasping for air. Body shots coming from webcam. He has him trapped against the cage. A knee for good measure. Uppercut connection from Top Dog, though. He's still fighting well. Gets the clinch, Kingsley. This is craziness.
This is crazy. Timing is going to be very key. Webcam, we know that he was able to get the timing before. Can he possibly do a flying knee? Maybe a front kick possibly to change up the rhythm. But Top Dog, he needs to be very careful. 1 minute remaining. He wants to get the knockout, but I don't know if it's going to be possible because he needs to be working on the timing. The rock, the body shots, the blocking. Landing again. Webcam, can he get it?
No! So close.
So close.
Man, what a performance so far from Webcam. 22 seconds left. He's still posturing up. He wants to finish. He's swinging. Oh, he's gonna get up.
10 seconds. Flying knee. Spinning back elbow. Does it land? 4 seconds. Oh my God, Webcam is a monster amongst men, a cyborg for Halloween season as he gets the victory for Lethal Weapons right there.
He just dropped the heat-seeking missiles on the body, complete and total devastation there. As you see, just boom, right body shot, left body shot. Prioxis, body would be so proud of this man here. Webcam getting his team at least some respect and making a name for himself, and then after he bows down to him and says, yeah, I just did that to you, baby. Much respect.
Much respect, and you don't know how crucial that's going to be, especially towards the end of the season, because every victory counts this season, especially with your team record. Tiebreakers are going to play in effect. So the fact that he was able to get that knockout with 2 seconds remaining, who knows how the judges were going to score it? I don't know. I didn't even see on the fight sets, but the fact that that doesn't matter, able to get the knockout, that is going to be huge into the tiebreaker scenario. But again, what a fight card that we had so far. But Rob, we had so much amazing stuff. But let's take a look back at the rankings, because we're now at the main event team fight. We see Kingsman, FS Dons, both 2-0, gonna fight each other because someone has to go here, Rob.
Someone's has to go, and I don't know who it is gonna be, my bro. But let's get on with the show and get some mo.
Ooh, bars. Okay, Rob, I see you getting hypey for the main event. We love to see it. But again, both of these guys, if they stay undefeated, especially in the Xbox scene, there's so many weeks into the season. We're going all the way to December. But the fact that Kingsman has a chance, or FS Dons has a chance to be undefeated for this far, you'll be the top team, because we see a bunch of one undefeated loss. So by the end of this, we're going to have one undisputed team throughout week 5 in the Xbox scene. So a lot of things in stake. But going to the matchups here, Rob, this is going to be very key. Like, who's going to be facing against who?
Oh man, this is a sweet matchup here. Kingsman bringing out M-Town 1-0, defeated Vex Matty D last week, and then he's going against the Fadinator, FSD Fadinator 1-0, dangerous everywhere. He defeated Zayaf in week 1. This guy is incredibly talented. That's going to be a sweet fight. And then we move on to Caliber 1-1, lost to Vex Grains, and then defeated Hybris in week 1. But he's going against Keza, the Pressure Machine, who lost to Trixie, but defeated Chris. That matchup is going to be super exciting to watch. And then finally, Intro, KM, undiscovered talent. They say this kid is unbelievably insane on the sticks, but Peace Mahai with 100% finish rate, the #1 Romanian player, the ESFL vet. I cannot wait.
I cannot wait either. We gave you guys a break. I gave you guys a breather. If you're not telling your friends on social media that they should be here, right now on Twitch and on YouTube watching this main event team matchup, I don't know what you're doing, but we are so hyped for you guys to see this as our first fight is ready to go in a fight selection screen. Kingsman versus FS Dons. M-Town going against Fatinator, and we see in the strawweight women's, shout out to my ladies in the MMA game, Mackenzie Dern going against Jessica Andrade, scrolling around. I like this matchup, but with this matchup, it's going to be more of a ground chess match right here, Rob.
Yes, for sure it will be, and we kind of saw that in that last fight as well. In that last series, a lot of ground game. We'll see what goes down. We haven't really seen a lot of Mackenzie Dern's. Looks like, oh no, they don't want the ground game, Kingsley. They want Zhang Wei Li, the power punching sensation from China, but no, they're throwing us curveballs. They're confusing us. Now Rose Namajunas. Game's being played early.
You know, I feel like it's a feeling because I hyped up the main event. I was like, oh, well, let's bring everyone, tell everyone about the main event. It was like, all right, bump it. Just make it a brawl, make it a slobber knocker. Let's make it all striking. Let's get it going. But Rose Namajunas versus Zhang Wei Li, huge matchup right here. Even though we're having a little bit of difficulty seeing the matchup right here, M-Town has a good chance. I love Rose's game. She's like one of my main picks in UFC 4, but Zhang Wei Li, she is incredible with her striking. We'll have to see how this thing goes. Again, it's KM versus FS Dons. The battle of the undefeateds. I am your commentator, Kingsley. Alongside me, Bruce Lee Rob. We're getting this thing going right now.
The main event series and the connection to your opponent has been lost. It was just too much energy, too much hype. The connection could not stay together, but that even gives us more time, Kingsley, to talk about this series. What did you think? And yep, the Bills won.
Yeah,
that's your team, right, Kingsley?
We got something in the back. Bills won. I heard about it. Go Bills! Like they made a comeback, but like that's what this is all about. Making comebacks in the ESFL from the Bills to the ESFL. We know that Kingsman, they're undefeated, right? They have such a good lineup, but the Flow State Dons had such a good record so far. But you know, Fatinator 1-0, Keza 1-1 with their whole lineup. I've been hearing like it's not like the pristine lineup that they want, but anything is possible. We've seen this. Our like 0-2 teams able to get victories. Some of these guys can be proven up to the challenge and able to get a victory for their team and maybe be the #1 team in the Xbox scene here, Rob.
Yeah, definitely. You know, both teams undefeated. One of their O's is going to be out of here. But, you know, did you catch anything from that 2 seconds that we had? Like any strategy or anything when they took a step forward, Kingsley, in that fight just now?
I'm always a fan of the feeling out process. And what I feel like Down was gonna do was just like play his distance, play his reach a little bit more. But I feel like with M-Town, he needs to find a way to just not be as aggressive. We saw so many fighters be aggressive this whole event card and get punished for it. If he's able to play the long game and able to find his capitalizations and punish his opponent, he'll be great. But Fatinator, he's a former champ. He's a proven. He knows what he needs to do. If they go with the same matchup, which I feel like they're going to do, I feel like with Wei Li, they're not going to have the reach game, so you're going to have to change things up, see what his opponents are going to do. But for M-Town, I feel like it's his fight to lose. But Fatinator, former champ, you can't really prove against him. I think it might be a toss-up, but I don't know how you feel about it, Rob.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like we're going back into the fight. They're ready to go. And yeah, people are saying, some whispers in the community, that Fatinator is the best active fighter on Xbox. So this is a huge test for M-Town's finest. 2-5 so far between these guys. The connection is not too bad, and looks like we're gonna get the same matchup. You know, with Rose Namajunas, you have to fight a little bit more off your back foot, use the creative kickboxing and maybe a little of the ground game. And Wei Li Zhang, you are just a train coming forward with the boxing, with the power, with the durability, and it should be a great and totally awesome fight.
Yeah, and Fatinator being the favorite again, it's another thing to be a favorite before the fight. But while you're in the fight, you don't feel like a favorite anymore. You have to put the work in. So it'll be really interesting to see what M-Town does to counter that favorability, as proven that Fatinator might be the best Xbox player in UFC 4 right now in the ESFL. So we'll have to see. Again, we're right in the back. Main event time. I hope you told your friends, because we're getting this thing going right here, right now.
Here we go. M-Town coming out. Couple jabs. Throwing out that teep kick. Oh my goodness. Here we go.
M-Town says, you know what? I hope you guys put your points towards me because underdogs get it done. But so far, I'm loving the combinations in the rocks right there. I thought he was going to play back, but I feel like he found his situation into those straights, into the inside pocket, and now the time is working so well for M-Towns.
Oh yeah, lands a nice little hook there as well. Straight punch, and already doing some big damage on the head health of Fadinator. Fadinator still fighting aggressively, but oh my goodness, M-Town just throwing these beautiful combinations, just absolutely teeing off.
Yeah, but we saw a little bit of an answer back from Fadinator. Fadinator able to get the 1-2 onto his opponent's face. M-Town trying to fight more into the quad move right here. And look at that, combinations are just pristine from M-Towns, but every time he moves back, he needs to find a way to enter back with those combinations. I feel like Fadinator is looking for it, and he could keep on going as well with Wei Li.
Definitely, you saw M-Town kind of grab that clinch attempt a little bit, so he does have that in his mind, maybe to grab the clinch, maybe to take him down. But so far the striking not going too bad here. Namajunas, a fantastic striker, and those jabs and those straights and the combinations, they are flowing like some fine wine.
Yeah, you want to use the jabs. If you're going to keep up with the striking, you want to use your jabs to just pepper in and just disrupt everything that your opponent's doing. But with trades like that, it's only a matter of time. We can't see what Rose's health stats are, but you have to think that along with the strikes, along with combinations like that, especially to the body, that's going to prove some dividends for Fadinator.
Yeah, for sure. Every time you get into a trade, oh my goodness, that right hand was nasty from M-Town, and still coming forward. And yeah, anytime you're in a trading situation, usually it's Wei Li Zhang coming on top. You don't want to just trade punches. Ooh, a couple good shots from Fadinator, starting to find his rhythm here.
Yeah, find the rhythm, and this is what you need to do in the later parts of the round. Ooh, able to get an uppercut landing for Fadinator. I feel like this is what he wants to do. Every time he moves back, he wants to get close enough because he knows the reach is going to play a huge factor. M-Town's minus is going to be able to get closer.
Nice.
But with takedowns like that, that's what Thug Rose needs to do. Go to the ground game and now punish your opponent.
Most definitely. That's what he wanted. That was beautiful. Did some early success. Got the respect from Fadinator, and then mixed up a perfect takedown from Rose, and now has about 45 seconds to work here on top. Let's see what he can do. Oh my goodness. Beautiful job from Fadinator. Able to just use that grapple advantage and just sweep him right out from under him.
Yeah, and that's what you can do. Just get a reversal and change up the solution right there. Again, Thug Rose, beautiful on her back. She can get submissions. She knows how to work the rubber guard and the full guard. But when you're in a full mount position, you're getting hit like this. That really pulls everything out of the window as we're in 5 seconds and closer to the end of this first round. But you have to think, Rose got the rock, but will the judges see it that way in favor of that first round being hers?
Yeah, you got the rock. Definitely more significant strikes for Fadinator, but I think round one goes to M-Town here. Doing good, really opened up fiercely, and here we go. They're meeting in the center of the octagon as usual. Body kick for M-Town, and he's doing a good job. Nice slip as well. Connects again, but Fadinator doing a good job in these exchanges when they're trading.
I'm really liking the slips. The slips were very nice in that first early moments of the round right there. But wow, Fadinator trying to get those hooks in, but you can see M-Town, he's just using those jabs. Those jabs are just landing so nicely. And then whenever you see the slip coming from Fadinator, just to slap into the straight, just works so well for M-Town. So M-Town's doing a nice job, even though total strikes landed is not in his favor. 63 to 57 going in favor of Fadinator.
Definitely, yes. M-Town, the jabs, the straights. And then when he combos off of him, it's just so beautiful. And he's even holding his own in the trades. Oh man, head kick kind of lands. Look at the face. Oh, stings him like a bumblebee.
And you know what? That was all set up by the jab. It was a jab, move back, hit him with a kick right there, and then able to get the straight again into the rhythm. M-Town did such a great job right there. Now Fadinator on the back foot with 3 minutes left to go. Needs to find a way to change it up. Want to enforce more of those trades, not trying to get away from the straights a little bit. Maybe trying to stop him. Again, the kicks are not working well. Trying to go for a takedown on your own, and M-Town's doing a nice job trying to find a way to get out of it. Gets a nice denial.
Beautiful. I believe that was 2 denies right there, and that's going to gas Fadinator, and then he gets him in the clinch, slaughtering the body here. Oh, eats a leg kick, but man, he really has Fadinator feeling the pressure right now. M-Town can control this fight. Oh, those leg kicks are devastating, though. He's got to watch out.
Yeah, you can see just bruises just working on the thighs and the calves of Thug Rose being all busted up, but we don't know what the health is, so we don't know how scary it is being this aggressive. But right now, again, the straights, looking at it again, combinations be deadly. M-Town's looking for the kill. Smelling blood in the water, but able to get out of it. Fatinator again getting knocked down. That's not a rock. That's actually a knockdown. So that's actually more favorable in the second round. And smartly to just stand up and go back to the striking.
Right back to the striking, and M-Town looking like a smooth criminal takedown defense on freaking point. And every time Fadenator's coming in, he's getting tagged with that straight, getting tagged with the jab. He needs to stay off that center line and slip and rip, and that's what he did right there. But the stamina kind of fading for Fadenator, but he's still coming forward. Beautiful slip pull uppercut going to the body.
Just like a rifle, you say pull, and they will unleash the shot right there. Oh, as the front kick, not really in range right there, but M-Town's doing such a nice job. The block gauge is low, head health being low for Fatinator. 30 seconds left. Can he survive or get a rock down his own? But I don't know if M-Town's is going to try to force anything. Oh, but watch out, take the slip out of it. 15 seconds left, going closer and closer to the end. Will anyone try to go for a big shot? And it's uppercut will land. It's an apple land, and M-Town's putting it on Fatinator in that second round right there.
M-Town with that left slip every time. He's just gassing out Fadinator right now. Now Fadinator's put in this position. We all know it, where your head up is so low. You're holding R2, the hands are up, and you're pretty much just a stationary, slow target. And this is going to be an uphill battle in this third and final round for Fadinator, because M-Town is all over his... Boom!
All over it, you were right. Head health being low, getting punches and punches. But again, Fatinator, proven vet, able to survive. Again, you still need to do a little bit more work. But Thug Rose getting these pause round opportunities. And again, smartly standing up. You haven't come up with an answer against M-Town's. M-Town's is just going to keep on going into it. The trades are working so much in his favor. Kingsman are getting closer and closer to their first victory. But again, FS still has a chance to change up the script.
Yes, definitely. In the straights, I mean, the accuracy, the precision, the flow of his combinations is just absolutely exquisite. Oh, watch out!
Oh my God! Uppercut landing! Proven! Did he actually do it? Did he actually hit? Oh! What in the world did we just see? Fatinator for victory!
We just saw a big mistake by M-Town there, and Fadinator capitalized beautifully. And I hope that we could go to the replay there to see what exactly happened here. Was it a left hook? Why you skip it?
Oh my goodness. I would like, hopefully someone can check the VOD and tell us, because I know it was a capitalization. It was a very huge counter punch that Fatinator did, but I don't know what really set it up. That was crazy.
So it was a lead hook, I believe, and then Fadinator ducked under and hit him with a straight, and then he threw a beautiful uppercut, I believe, and M-Town must have ducked right into it. And that's just how crazy this game is. That's why EA Sports UFC 4, that's why the ESFL is so wild, because you never know to the final second of the fight what's going to happen. He was in complete control. He didn't have to explode and go for the finish like that, but he wanted to, and he paid the ultimate price, unfortunately. But man, what a win. And we got to talk about how good Fadinator was, holding on till the very end, just getting pretty much obliterated, and to pull that out, pull a rabbit out of his hat like a magician in the end sequence there. Wow, fantastic job. And he saves the day for his team, Kingsman, or excuse me, the Flow State Dons. Woo! What a fight, Kingsley.
I will say, I know, like, people in chat will be careful with their points out, because they will have a little bit of a panic attack trying to bet their points on Fatinator. And M-Town was very close. Favorite underdogs, you never know in this kind of contest. But for going a little bit more, M-Town's had 2 rounds. He was looking to be the victor. He was getting close, but that's how easy it could just flip around with a proven vet and change everything. And now Flow State Dons are now 1-0 in the series and have a leg up. And now it's up to KM Caliber to tie up the series against Keza. And now with Caliber seeing the matchup with his campmate, I mean, this has to be big. Going to the lightweight division and the fire selection screen, Alex Oliveira, I don't know if he's going to be taking him, but against Conor McGregor, he needs to have a big performance trying to tie this up and make it into a fight 3 tiebreaker.
Yes, this is a big moment here for the Keza here. try to alleviate this or try to get this win, even out the win here, and get his team back on track. And Caliber is a very high caliber player. And you know, defensively sound, good under pressure, can finish the fight from anywhere. Keza though, a lot of pressure, unmatched fight IQ, dominant grappler, top or bottom when it goes there. And we'll see if he decides to select anyone that can utilize his skills. But no, it looks like Conor McGregor, he's just going to go out there and try to put some power shots on his opponent. And Caliber says, okay, let's go, DP. Let's get it on.
Let's get on indeed. This is huge. For the undefeated streak to be top of the roster, the power rankings is on the line. The stakes have never been bigger than this moment right here, right now. We will have a third fight, but will it be a tiebreaker or will it be for the clean sweep? Here we go. KM Caliber from Kingsman using Dustin Poirier in the white trunks and red gloves, while Keza is trying to finish the series right here and give the Flow State Suns their 3-0 victory with Conor McGregor. And already a kick, and I feel like Caliber is just going guns blazing, but he needs to be very careful.
Yeah, he already landed a couple good hooks. Wait for that kick, missed it. Ooh, couple nice body shots for Keza.
Whoa.
Oh!
Nasty uppercut in combinations, landing very nicely for Caliber, putting that shot against him with a nice head kick, not really doing much damage, but now Conor McGregor needs to watch out. Keza needs to watch out for it. Caliber doing such a nice job so far after getting too overzealous in his shots. Oh, but a nice slip right there too.
Very nice. Standing in the phone booth, trading. Good slip again by Keza. Connects brilliantly with that left hand, that power shot from Conor. The body shot, but watch out, the uppercut is being thrown out there because he's making that read, Kingsley. This is a fight.
I'll tell you what, a moment ago we saw that slip straight from Conor McGregor. His health, Dustin Poirier's head health was all the way full. It went to 2/3 low after a slip straight. So you need to be very careful of your Caliber. But Caliber, during the halfway mark, still has enough stamina, has the power, able to get the combinations. To get the rock right here. Caliber doing a nice job to answer back. And now up to Keza. Can he find a way back with the head kick?
Yeah, interesting. He just threw like a bunch of hooks. I don't think Keza expected him to throw a couple extra. Maybe thought he was going to go to the body, but those hooks from Caliber really paying well or doing him well, because that's been the most successful strikes. Throws a nice little teep out there as well. And so far.
Oh my God! Spinning roundhouse for the win. Keza is feeling himself, able to get the head held down, and Caliber is at his wit's end. He's trying to find his way back in, but who knows? Again, playing it down the first round, slip straight into the head. Only gets halfway damage to Keza's head health. But right now, the chops, landing, power, landing from Caliber, able to get the takedown right here, and plenty of time with 150 left in the first round right here, Rob.
Stings him with the 1-2. Caliber sexy. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. I better be careful here.
Actually, we'll put in the Western documentary, but so far it was beautiful the way he set up, as you were saying. But so far, with 40 seconds left, again a reversal from Keza. Keza doing a nice job at denying those transitions. That will prove a lot on his stamina, but with 30 seconds left, much of opportunity, punches and bunches from Conor McGregor. This is only going to work very well for him in the judges' eyes.
Yeah, definitely not. And somehow Keza finds his way to the full mount position later in the round. But I mean, look at the gas tank here, and that recharger perk for Dustin Poirier, I believe he has, is going to give him his head health back, and he's going to be coming out in this next round. Was that the first round? That
was the first round.
That was crazy. What a pace.
I'm telling you, we warned you. Tell all your friends. This is going to be the craziest fight you've seen between these teams as the undefeated. Someone has to go. We saw a rock from Caliber in the early start of the second round right here. Whoa! Back from Keza to answer back. But he has low stamina. Attacking the body. Caliber does right there. But again, the block HP is so low. Keza needs to do a job to counter, but gets taken down. Not quite yet. Into a punch attempt. Nice to know right there, Rob.
Beautiful takedown defense right into the clinch, and knees coming hard. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of good shots by Keza. There's the takedown. Can he do it? No. Keza defends it, and here comes more knees all over him. That block being deteriorated by Keza.
Oh, and that head kick lands. He had the little pixel of the hitbox, able to land and get the head kick landing on the head hoe. But again, the straights, that has been working for Kes so much. If he gets a slip straight, that could be very huge for him. But Caliber doing a nice job, blocking where he needs to, not making a mistake right here, but the elbows needs to be watched out for. It's getting close. Razor thin mistakes will be proven costly for both the players right here. Nobody! Kingsman! Caliber! Guys! Hey! Up!
Bang, bang! Let's go, Kingsley. Let's go. That was destructive. Ends him with the 2 body shot combination. Dink, dink. Oh my goodness, there it is. Just dong, dong. And Connor just can't take no more. And Caliber solidifies the point, wins the series, and the Flow State Dons take it. Beautiful, or excuse me, the Kingsmen take it. What am I saying?
It's 1-1.
Is it 1-1? I'm not 1-1.
I'm telling you, like,
I'm so confused.
I'm so flabbergasted. I was like, it all happened in the blink of an eye, but this is what you love to see in the ESFL. I was wondering, like, I would love to see a tiebreaker, because I was looking so good.
You're right. It is 1-1.
Oh my God. Where would you rather be than right here, right now? See these incredible fights. I'm just like, everyone just calm down, because this next fight is gonna be a banger here, people. Woo! We have Intro trying to get the victory for Kingsman, going against Flow State Dons Peace Mahai in the biggest pressure point matchup that we've seen so far in the Xbox season of Season 4 of the ESFL. This is incredible, Rob. What else do you guys say? I'm flabbergasted that we're even in this situation.
Yeah. Man, here's the fight right here. It's coming up, and yeah, Caliber bringing it back. I was completely confused, but I'm excited that it is 1-1. We've had so many close series so far. It's been such an exciting event, and we've been just so hype, and it's been exhilarating. I can barely breathe. I'm actually sweating all over my body right now. I might have to take a shower after this. Yep. And geez, yeah, we got KM Intro 0-0 coming in here to freaking get this win, but he has to go against the ESFL vet Kingsley. Ladies and gentlemen, Peace Mahai, the #1 Romanian player, bringing the pressure. Whew. Let's see who they decide to select.
They're making their debuts for their teams in the biggest fight of the season. I can't understate how big this fight is, as we see Alexander Volkanovski going against the takeover Conor McGregor in the third and final fight here. This is what you want to see. This is the ESFL at its peak and at its most hype moments. If you guys are not excited, champ, I need you to get excited right now, because our referee is about to get this fight going. Me is excited. Rob is excited. Let's get this fight going.
Let's go. Let's go. Here we freaking go. Someone's O's got to go. I don't know what to say, but this is going to be a sweet fight.
Yeah, and right now they see the height of the moment, not really going super crazy. They're finding the center of the gun, but it has to be more of a build-out process. We see the pride of Romania doing so good. Peace Mahai, he's trying to find his way in, trying to find those kicks to the body, because he knows the body is going to prove very nicely. Again, you need to watch out for the kicks from Intro. The leg kicks from Volkanovski are very deadly, so anytime you get hit in the body, you need to be very careful. Right now, on the bit of a back foot, trying to get the slip, trying to get the attacks in. Again, nice body shot for Peace Mahai.
Nice body shot. They're kind of, ooh, beautiful accuracy there. Finishes with that straight. Watch out though, those punches are hard and they are coming fast. Peace Mahai is taking some damage early.
Yeah, and you saw a left hook into an uppercut from Intro, doing a nice job to get that head held kind of low on the head of Peace Mahai. But Peace Mahai just getting the block, taking his time. It's a nice combination right there. Timed it perfectly when he saw his opponent trying to go for a strike. But for Intro, it needs to be a little bit more different. He saw that he can't get in those situations again. What do you see him going into this fight? Do you see him adapting possibly, or trying to stick with his game plan?
Peace Mahai looks like he's just going to be sticking to his game plan, landing some shots. He threw like a 6-punch combination earlier, and he's doing a great job attacking that body. You see the body hooks. Oh my gosh, look at the shots to the dome piece, and then the straight body shots as well, taking the body health, taking the stamina, and man, Peace Mahai looking good.
Looking real good indeed. Attack of the body again. strike it with an uppercut to the body with 2 minutes remaining in this third round right here. A nice knee to the head. Perfectly timed an intro at his wit's end, trying to find the combination, but again, he doesn't have the reach, so every time he tries to go for that 1 and 2, that leaves him open for that Conor McGregor and Peaceful High. It's going to take advantage of that every single time. And
Oh my goodness, Peace Mahai looks good. He's looking crispy. But here's a couple shots from Intro. That's what he needed. But Peace Mahai just looks like he's in complete flow state early. And just the jabs, you're seeing Intro really trying to get some rhythm here, but he just cannot stop the power. And if he goes for the takedown, guess what? Peace Mahai's throwing knees. He's throwing teeps. He's throwing so many different techniques. Intro doesn't know where these punches or kicks are coming from.
Yeah, and that's a very important situation because he needs to get up close to the Conor McGregor. Now, every time he gets hit with that knee or gets hit with that elbow, that changes everything. He can't get super aggressive. So every time he's close, he needs to be very careful. Again, that knee lands again, and it works so well. But that will leave himself open.
Definitely, he does have a little slight stamina advantage. Peace Mahai though is done so much good work. Oh, Intro still stepping forward, trying to get that uppercut as we come to the conclusion of round number 1. And oh my goodness, Peace Mahai just throwing kill shots out there. 5, 6 punch combinations, King Lee. He's putting the pressure on.
He is putting the pressure on, and he needs to put the pressure on. If you're landing those combinations, that's going to look really good for you for round 1. But can you keep it consistent? With a nice uppercut like that, I feel like he's up for the challenge. But again, Intro has another thing to say about it. He knows his team is counting on him. He needs to put on result. With combinations like that, Peace Mahai doing such a nice job.
Oh my goodness, those combinations are so lethal. They're so beautiful. And now the block just getting pulverized right now. Uppercut connects beautifully down. He goes. Peace Mahai on top. He wants this to end right now.
And can he actually end it?
No.
That was very scary indeed. And right now, Peace Mahai going from the capitalization of that first round, continuing on. And uppercut for the win! And your full state guns are undefeated.
3-0. And there it is. Peace Mahai just looked like a surgeon out there. And he ducked right into it. And he's like, can I tell you something? He said, what? And he said, bang.
Wow. The timing was perfect. You saw it coming. And just for KM Intro, he put his valiant effort to just try to find a way to get the victory for his team. But the combinations, the Conor McGregor, the reach, the knees when he got himself into the phone booth, perfect execution, avoiding all those blocks and able to get the victory right there. I mean, what else can you say? But we have a solid Xbox team season right here, Rob. I don't even know what else to say. So crazy. Oh, and we also have an update to the ranking. So as you can see here, Rob, I mean, Flow State's our #1 team, and I think who else is in that second place right there? Kingsman 2-1, but everything else, there's no one who doesn't have a victory. Everyone has a victory in this Xbox.
Yeah, you got Flow State Dons taking their position 3-0, the only team undefeated now in control of this season. But then you have Kingsman, Elite Kings, BFAP 2-1, still fighting tied for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th place. I mean, you can put them anywhere. But then you got Vex, Bang Bang Bullies, Diddy Boxing. We saw Vex and Diddy Boxing get their wins today. I believe Bang Bang Bullies did not get their dub. They did not get their win today, unfortunately. But Lethal Weapons, they're desperate at the bottom. They're like, please, we need a win badly. They got the donut, but they're still fighting good. They're still fighting well tonight. And yeah, what a season so far. And I told you, Kingsley, these Xbox guys, I don't know, there's something different about this season. It's just so exciting and so explosive and so entertaining the way these guys are bringing it to the table and putting on an absolute performance every time they step in the octagon. They should be proud of themselves. I hope you guys all enjoyed the show. Kingsley, it was an honor and a privilege to commentate with you again. I feel like we had a good time tonight. And yeah, I hope you guys had a good time as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, it's been a blast. I forgot how much fun it was. We get to count it.
Yes, sir.
Fights. It's so amazing to see. But hey, this is not the end of it. We're still in a season-long playoff run. That's the ESFL Season 4 is running down. Again, next week is going to be the PlayStation side. I'm a PlayStation guy, but the Xbox, like, put on the show. It'll be really interesting to see what PlayStation does, and you can see the rundown. We have Team Dark going in that second match, the Toon Squad being the main event, going against EK, TK going in the beginning matchup. I mean, from top to bottom, this is so interesting how these guys are going to be playing out in their teams right here, Rob.
Yeah, next week, October 9th, EK versus Toon Squad, BBB versus NM, STK versus Dark, the KIA versus TK, and that Dark team, they are some killers out there, and it's pretty cool seeing the teams kind of cross-platforming as well. They have their division on Xbox, they have their division on PS4, cross-contamination. It's just completely entertaining, and you know, I can't wait. We still have a long season left for Xbox and PS, so don't go anywhere. Make sure you tune in next time if you guys want to have a good Sunday, 2 p.m.
Be sure to follow ESFL on all our social media, Twitter, join the Discord. ESFLW is coming up next week, Saturday, along with the regular season of the PlayStation side of the ESFL. So a lot of great things coming up, a lot of amazing things being bigger and better with all these fights, and I can't wait to experience that with all of you. But from Kingsley and from Rob, this has been the ESFL live here on Twitch and on YouTube. Have a good one. We will see you at the next fight night. Peace out, everybody.
See you later, alligator.
And fast, already try. Oh, beautiful counter to the takedown. Thank you for joining us tonight.
A disadvantage Zayef, but then he.
A little too much on Trixie. Nice shooting, but turning. Watching our Twitch, watch it on YouTube, watch him for How Me World tonight. I know the UFC isn't on right now, but guess what? The virtual octagon is here.